Mm, Hello, everyone. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So we are like waiting for like some more people to join for the next stuff, and we'll be starting the session around 4 o'clock. What's the time now? Oh yeah, around 4 o'clock, Toronto time. Okay. Request to everyone, whenever like if you need to ask question, please ask. But before that one, unmute, keep yourself on mute to kind of prevent any background noise. If you want a request to do the video recording on your computer, please do so. I will kind of give you a link so you can record yourself and kind of keep it with you for the future reference if you want to. Otherwise, no need to worry about it.
So Jigar bhai, you're recording it, right?
I'm recording it, but if you want to record it, please do so.
No, if you're recording, I would just disconnect my second device, so it will be easy.
Yeah, like up to you. Up to you. Because
Thanks.
like you can ask me for the request and you can record it by yourself, actually,
Oh, okay.
like through the Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Just send me the request.
Sure.
I did give you allow record everybody, whoever was here. If they want to do the recording, they can record. I did give you permission to whoever has the permission. So
Okay.
yeah. So if you want to record, we're gonna go after 10 minutes. Anybody wants to have any questions or chit chat, please do so. And we can kind of talk more and then figure it out how we can do better session. If you have any questions or concern, please do ask.
Sure.
Let's wait for some more people, 10 more minutes, and then we'll start.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I ask questions that are not related to the topic? I mean, a little outside.
So like we'll
I-
see if whether it's kind of related to like try to keep it to the session, but
Sorry.
we'll try to keep it to the session. But if I feel that it's kind of important
Okay.
to kind of tell, yeah, then I will probably answer you. But yeah, by all means, ask it. No questions.
Okay.
Go on attended. Yeah.
Okay. So I was hoping if you could show some light, throw some light on how to find if a stock is losing momentum, and how would you decide the entry and exit points, especially the exit points?
Okay.
How would you know that the move is probably going to the stock is probably going to take a breather or continue its primary trend at certain points? And I know there's a technique from top to bottom which you filter the stocks, but if somebody's day trading, let's say, and he needs to, because you do day trading what you require is a very volatile market, right?
Yeah.
So what would you look for in a stock that will ideally suit a day trader?
Okay. So for the day trading, if I do the day trading, I usually do the like a big stocks and through the options. Okay. I try to avoid myself getting into the habit of doing the day trading with the small stocks. The reason being like most of the time is like a pump and dump. So it's very difficult to determine whether it's gonna go up or down.
So how would you define a big stock or a small stock?
So say for an example, like, when you do the like a Billy, Mara, Riot, Twitter, FB, like Netflix, BA, like the pin, like Apple, like there are those stocks, like you don't need like 1,000 stocks to trade, right? If you focus on like say 50 stocks and look for the patterns every day, like every week, and you will figure it out. Okay, this stocks is gonna break or break out, or it's gonna go for the consolidations. So now you keep those stocks on your radar and just do trade on those only those stocks. Okay.
Okay.
You don't what is happening is like in the market is like most of the time people lose the money because they go for the like a pump and dump kind of stock,
Yeah, penny stocks.
right? And those pump and dump stock, usually what happens is like when you go in, you buy on a high and then it goes down, and when
It
you
goes
go
down.
down and sell it, then it moves up, because
Yeah.
it's very difficult for to predict the movement, right? Remember, any stocks, if it wants to fall, it will fall. It will not respect any support or the resistance,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
However, the big stocks will have some levels which will somewhat like can be respected in the
Mhm. Okay.
right.
So I have a question. If a stock is about to break out, I mean, the technical analysis suggests that. So what would you recommend? First, wait for the. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
that's okay.
But would you suggest for? Would you wait for the stock to break out actually, or depend on the technical analysis or the oscillators?
So like for me, I don't use much of an indicator. I usually use like couple of indicators, and that for the confirmation. Uh, but you can buy at the breakout. Okay,
Okay.
you can buy
Okay.
the breakout or the short at the breakout.
Mhm.
Uh, but always keep your stop loss, because like most of the time, sometimes the breakouts are like a false breakout.
Yeah.
Okay, so it
But can,
fails.
it depends on the volume, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Perfect.
right.
Yeah.
So in those cases, like if you go with a strict stop loss, you can
Mhm.
expect a pretty good uh, like a return, because breakouts usually gives like a 10-15% returns in like 2-3 days, right?
2 3 days. Perfect.
It's a
So
perfect for the swing traders.
I'm so sorry. I have one more question. What? How would you filter a breakout on the basis of a close or a price filter?
Close.
On a basis of a close. Okay. For and the chart or the time frame, it doesn't matter about the time frame. Just the candle has to.
Time
Sorry.
frame does matter. Time frame does
Okay.
matter.
Okay. Perfect.
So usually we will discuss about the time frame, like, but I'm gonna discuss now because it's already
Mhm.
the time. So bigger the time frame, less the noise. Smaller the time frame, more the noise. Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
So always check everything on the bigger time frame and then go down to the smaller time frame.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
So
Jigar bhai, when you say bigger time frame, what time frame should be like counted as a bigger time frame? Like 14 days, a month,
no,
like
okay.
what average?
So usually say if you are a day trader, you look the breakout on the daytime, then you move on to the 4 hours, 1 hours, 15 minutes, and the 5 minutes. 5 minutes will give you a good entry points, whereas the 1 hour and the 4 hours will tell you what are the exact super like a trend, like a exact support and the resistance level. Okay, so but day candle will give you the trend, whether it's an uptrend or the downtrend.
So, in my understanding, what I've understood so far is that we have to wait for the breakout to occur in a daily candle, and then go for day trading while reducing the time frame or shortening it, right?
No, let me show like a chart here. Like I'm gonna show the chart. Can anybody see the chart here? Everybody can see the chart. Can you see the chart for the Billy or no?
Yeah, we can see now.
Okay, see, right. Okay. So now this is on a daytime. Okay. Let me move out, like remove my all those work. I don't need it. I can get it later. Now, so first, when you see the chart, that means like you seeing it, okay, this was a high, right? This was the high, then it make the lower highs. It made the lower highs here and it's kind of hovering around this area, taking us resistance. Okay, right?
Perfect.
Wait, I'm just gonna make sure like I have the chat open, so if somebody's coming, I don't miss it. Just give a minute.
The pattern that you just showed, I mean, every other stock currently is showing the same pattern.
No, yeah, but I'm gonna come like where to enter or where to exit. Okay, that's
Okay,
the
perfect. Perfect.
where is somebody is here recent. The heck I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna trying to organize with the what you call chatting, because there are some will be waiting, and I don't know how to get into those. So, home meeting in progress. Anybody's waiting? Probably. Yeah. I'm not big Zoom user, so I don't know much about it. But I'm gonna see. Okay, yeah, this is where I'm gonna get pattern. This is chat. Okay, yeah, somebody's coming. Yeah, see, I'm gonna admit. Okay, so I know I have to admit so many people because it's a time, right? So
Jigar, will we get the, the recording link at the end, right?
yeah, but like if you want to record on your side, please tell me your name and I'll give you the permission to record it.
That's Bilal. But if you can give the link later on, that will be great. At least we
Yeah,
don't need to take a lot of notes.
you don't have to take a notes. Like I don't have much notes. I just have the knowledge, like which for me is okay to. But I give you the permission to everybody. If you want
Nice.
to just record on your side, you can do it. Record. Okay.
That would be great. Thank you.
Yeah. Just I give if you don't have a permit, let me know. I'll give you the permit to record it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm able to. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks. Okay. Now, so whenever you see like any chart, by the way, let's go start because it's like 4 o'clock and everybody's joining. So within 1 minute, I'm gonna start like officially. So then we don't have to repeat ourselves. Just 1 more minute, guys. Okay. Okay. So I like. I'm just gonna ask the general question. Like, everybody's like a seasoned trader, or like there are newbies too? Because if there is like a seasoned trader, they will find this boring or maybe like too easy for them. I'm not sure.
I'm new to this.
Okay, New York will
I'm
probably.
also swing trader. I mean, usually I was focusing more on, some long-term investment or the swing trading, not day
Okay.
trading, but I'm interested now.
Yeah, but day trading is very hard. I would prefer like swing traders, like a couple of days and you get out, look for the breakout, and get in, get out. That's a best way you can make like a 15 to 20% in a month.
Usually,
Hello,
what happened,
everyone.
we started with the day trading, but turned out to be, as a swing trade. So, in fact, that is
Swing trade is better actually. Swing trade is better because you can get a good returns. Sometimes day trade like when you have the good opportunities, then if you go into the day trade is pretty good.
Jigar, do you focus on the regular trading or the shorting also?
Like I don't short, I just buy the put.
Okay.
I just buy put. I don't short yet. Like for me, I usually practice more on Indian market and where I short in Indian market. That's where I practice my most because I am working in everything, so cannot do the day trade. But you need to sharpen your skills. That's why I'm using like Indian market to sharpen my skill. Trading is trading like charting and everything is very easy, but to control the emotions, control the psychology, focusing on the risk reward ratio, that's where it's very hard, right? So Soheb Rehman, you said you can't hear anything. Everybody's able to hear, so probably look it into your side. There might be some issue on your side.
Jigar, which platform you use for the
Indian?
even here?
I use IBKR for a trading, trading view for the charting, and for the Indian market I use Zerodha and the trading view for the charting. I always use the
which,
trading view for the charting.
sorry, which one you said you use here?
IBKR, Interactive Broker.
Interactive broker. Is it live? Because I was using Questrade. It is not live.
It's a you have to pay for it, but it's a cheaper. The what you call the brokerage is very cheap with IBKR.
In terms of the commissions, because I just
Yes.
opened a few days ago.
Commission is cheaper in IBKR.
But the view is live.
Sorry?
I'm saying the updates are live.
You have to pay for it.
Okay.
So you pay about like $5 or $6 a month, and you get probably pretty good live feed for a US stock.
I have a question, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I was hoping if you could tell me, because I use this indicator a lot, or I have read about this indicator a lot, known as relative strength price, not relative strength indicator, not the RSI one, but the price strength of one stock as well, when compared to the respective index. So I didn't find it.
Which one?
The price strength index. It's not on what is it? It's not either on Webble or this trading view. Price strength index. Oh no, just relative price strength.
Relative price strength. Okay.
Yeah, or relative strength of a stock. When you divide the value or the performance of a stock with respect to its index.
Relative strength index. There is one.
No, not our RSI, not the RSI one.
No. That okay. Wait. By the
Relative price strength. Relative price strength.
let me see the price strength. Let me see. I don't know about that one because I don't use much indicator.
Okay.
No, there is none. It's not here. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
not here.
somebody must have like made it
Okay, perfect.
because we don't know sometimes. Like, yeah, I usually like don't use indicators. I know some indicators, but I prefer just all about price action. So guys,
Okay.
let's officially start it. Thanks for joining my session. So I welcome everybody. If you have any questions or concern, please ask in the group or you can put it on the chat. But please make sure you keep yourself on mute. And if you have a question, then you can unmute and ask the question. Otherwise, keep yourself mute so to prevent the extra noise in the class. Somebody's asking it would be great if you can share your hotkey setting. Mudassar bhai, I don't have the hotkey because I have 5-minute candle. I use it, so I don't need a hotkey. For me, I usually IBKR is just for my getting in and getting out. I usually do everything on the trading view. I usually more focus on the charts, like a trading view for the charting. And even if I'm doing Indian account, I usually have the 5 minutes chart, so I don't lose anything. I don't need a hotkeys.
Jigar bhai, there are some of us are completely newbies. So if you can just show us what is useful on TradingView, like what all views we can go, and then you can go further, will be a little helpful for us.
So I will once you open TradingView, what you do is you look for your stock, and then here on the top, you can see my screen, right? For the charts on it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, yeah. So you take it and on the here, there's a timing you go, there's a candlestick here. There are some tools which you can use it here. If you want to search your name, go here. If you want to search it, you can search.
Is this the app or browser?
This is a browser. It's a browser. It's not application. Okay. So if you want to search indicators, you can go on the right, put it on a plus. You will look for what are the stock you want, like GameStop.
But this platform is similar to all other platforms like Fenways or CEO in Canada.
Yeah, but I like this interference better because it has a lot of tools and very easy for me to draw the trend line. That's why I like this better. I haven't approached anything. I never tried Yahoo. If I'm on the phone, I use Webull. Sometimes I use the TradingView, but usually I use Webull. But most of the time, I prefer more on the TradingView rather than any other software.
Is it good for Canadian market as well?
Yes, it's good for anything. It's good for any market, actually.
Okay.
Any market, this works like a gem. I'm using the free version because free version does serve the purpose which I wanted. You can use 3 indicators here, and that's what you need. You don't need more indicators. Anyways, so I usually try to use without the indicators, not much, but without the indicators.
So you just do candle chart, that's it?
No. I have the indicators. I use the support and resistance. I use the Bollinger Band. I sometimes use the moving average if I'm doing the day trading. VWAP, yes, you can use it if you want to. But I used to start it with the VWAP, but now not using much. Is mostly about Bollinger Band, support and resistance, and the candlestick pattern, which kind of gives me a okay result, because it's all about like a guessing game, which is all tukka, and sometimes you pass, sometimes you fail, but it works for me. And
How
I'm
about
still learning.
RSI and MACD?
MACD, I'm not using at all. RSI, yes, sometime, just to figure out whether the momentum is there or not, of whether we still need to see.
Okay.
Somebody asking, I don't see all the options that you see. You have to go on the top, right? And when you go with this one, you will see those options here on the like a drop down menu. Okay, and then you have to put the star so you can see it continuously. Same here, go and do the star so it will come here on the bottom. Okay, like here, you'll get it. You have to play about. Okay, trading view, you play, and there are so much stuff to learn in the trading view too, right? But you will get used to it when you know it, so don't worry about those things. It will comes with the experience, right? When you see the FX, that's where you get the indicators. Once you put the star, it will be on your like a your favorites, and then you can use it all those this one. I have like so many because I was going through and kind of did it, but I hardly use most of them. I usually use the Bollinger Band, EMA, MA. This one has the VWAP. CPR I use the most. I don't use the Golden Cross. Use Zilega Milega. It's a different story. OB 515, you can use it if you want. If you don't want to, there's no issues on those one. MACD I started, but I didn't like much because it's a lagging indicator, which I don't prefer. Pivot points is covered into the CPR, so I don't use it anymore. There are like swing indicators and volumes. Volume also I don't use much, only few times I use it. I don't even use volume. Super trend is kind of good indicators. If you want to, like if you're relying on the indicators, you can use it, but I don't prefer that either, right? So Roshan to everyone 21. Okay, Roshan. Okay, guys, so now thank you. Let me show if I can show my presentations to you guys, and we're gonna move what kind of topics we're gonna cover and how we're gonna cover it. Okay, so you can see my screen already. Okay.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, so thank you, welcome. Thank you for joining and welcome to the session. Now this is Logical Stock. This is I just started a YouTube channel because I wanted to. So I'm thinking to share like a view every week for the next week, and kind of give like what my views are. Is gonna be good or not, I don't know, but we'll see how it works out. And as you know, my name is Jigar Upadhyay. I've been part of the many groups, and with the side group 1, I'm mainly the part, and I do share my stuff. And I'm not sure anybody knows me or not because they're from the different groups.
Just put the volume up now.
Stop.
Didi, why didn't you put
What
it
do you
on
listen
your
to?
computer?
Okay, guys, I'm gonna mute everybody. If you need to ask question, please ask the question, unmute yourself and ask it. Okay, I just kind of mute it. Okay, so now I'm not sure like how many people know me, but some of them does know me. I'm very probably active on the sites group number 1 for the day trader, but otherwise I don't. And other groups too, so many other groups. So today we're gonna discuss about some of the stuff like candlestick, support and resistance, trend line, horizontal line, supply and demand zone, time frame, and moving average and exponential moving average. We won't be able to finish everything today. We'll be able to probably finish like 1 to 6. Rest we're gonna finish out next week. Okay, so when we go to the candlestick, everybody knows how the candlestick is formed. This is supposed to be like a green and red. Okay, this is kind of the green opens from on the open here and closes here, and the red is open here and close it here. And this is the high, this is the low wick. Whatever you see in the green and the red part is your body. Okay, now this is very very basic for the candlestick. If you don't know, please make sure you kind of dig it out more how the candlesticks are formed. All these candlesticks gives you an idea where the buyers are, where the sellers are. It also gives an idea about who is in the control, and each candle doesn't give the same weightage. It only important when if it forms on the bottom or forms on the top. Okay, so if the engulfing forming on the bottom, like the support area is very powerful, then the engulfing forming within like in the middle of the trend. Same with the other candle patterns like a hammer or the doji or the haram, like a bullish harami, bearish harami, those kind of patterns. Okay, so we're gonna go on the chart and we're gonna go for the candlestick in details, but the importance, you don't focus on many candles, just focus on the some of the candles, and then it will be very narrow down your trade ideas, but it will be like a more like a profitable. Hammer or the inverted hammer, piercing line, engulfing, whether it's bullish or a bearish, bullish harami, bearish harami, and the doji. Okay, so those are the probably the good candles you can focus on first, and then once
Sorry,
you
can we ask questions during the presentation?
yeah, you can ask the questions. Let me just finish the candle,
Okay.
and then we'll move on to the chart, and then we'll ask the
Yeah,
question.
because I'm new, so I didn't know about the candle. What
Yeah.
actually the
Okay.
candle means,
Yeah.
so-
I'm gonna show you how the candles are formed on the chart. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this candles look like here, like this is a hammer. It has a wick and the small body, and then the inverted hammer is like a wick on the top, body on the bottom. Okay. Now let's go to the chart and see this, how this, what is this freaking candlestick means to us. Okay, and how it can give us some idea. Okay, so now this is screen 2, sharing my screen. Can you see the chart here? Okay, can you see the chart?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry to bother you, Jigar. This is Mohammed. Can you please let me in on my laptop? I was using the phone and the screen is too small, please.
Okay. Sorry.
I just requested to let me
Okay,
in.
yeah, just because I'm keeping my everything open. So yeah,
Okay,
if you see
thank
anybody in the group waiting to kind of join,
thank you.
let me know.
Thank you.
It's better to have the laptop, just to let you know. It's better.
Yes,
Okay, so this is candlestick I'm gonna make. Okay, and I will ask some questions. So please make sure you can remember. I'm gonna make this candle. I'm gonna make this candle green. Okay. So this is the blue, this is the red candle, this is the green candle. Okay. Now, when I say the green candle, so the opening, so this part is your opening part. This is your closing. For the, this is like a closing. Okay. This is open. For the red, this is the open and this is the close. Okay. Did you understand, everybody? Okay. Okay.
Jigar, just to confirm, these candles are by time, right? If we pick 1 minute, then
Yeah.
it's 1 minute candle. If it's a
Yeah.
1 day, then it's 1 day candle. If
Yes.
it's 6 months, then 6 months candle.
Yes,
right?
that's correct.
It's by the time frame that we pick. I just wanted to
Yes,
share that.
yeah, sure. So whenever you see, usually for the day trading, if you're a day trader, 1 minute chart is okay if you are doing for a penny stock, but 5 minutes chart, 5 minute time frame is better if you're like doing a blue chip stock. So whenever we talk about the candlestick, this is about, like, if say 1 minute, okay, this is for say 1 minute candlestick. So for the 1 minute, the price for that one opened here and then it closed here. Okay, what does it mean here is the price was here and the buyers came and took the price up. Okay, So this part, whatever you are seeing in the here is a body. Okay. If the price goes up and comes down and close it here, this is called a wick, but this one will be the high of the candle. And if the price falls down, like here, this will be the closing. Okay. So if you want to see how it worked in a normal scenario, I'm just gonna do this closing. So the price was here, like I'm talking about the green candle. Price was here, then price fell. Okay, price fell, but the buyers came in. They took the price up. Then the seller came and then took the price a little bit lower. So whatever you are seeing here is your body. This is your high. This is your low for the candle. This was your opening and this was your closing. Do you guys understand this one? Very basic for the candles. The person who was new, right? Yeah, okay. Good.
Yep.
Okay, now, so same thing happens for the bearish candle. Suppose this is a bearish. So price opens here. Okay. The sellers take the price down. Okay. Like this is the price down. They close it here. Okay. So this will be the opening. This will be the closing for the bearish. Okay. Very basic. You will understand it. If you don't, just go for it and like do the YouTube, you will get it. Very basic. Very easy.
Peter, can you please tell us the high and low in this one?
Okay. So now the price was open here. The buyers came in, took the price up. Okay. And then they took it down. Then the seller came in. They took the price up, price down. And then the buyer came again. And then they were able to close here. So this one will be your closing. This is your opening. This is your low. This is your high. Okay. Now let's see on the chart and see how it works. Okay. So now this is for a day candle. Okay. I'm just focusing on one candle like this one. Okay. This is the bearish and this is the bullish candle. Okay. We just focus on these two candles. Okay. Now, if you see in this candle, the first candle, this one will be the low. Okay. This will be the, this is the low. This is the high. Okay. And we're going to go further down. This is the day candle. Okay. This was the opening and this was the closing. Oh, sorry. This was the closing and this is the opening. Okay. So now let's see on the 5 minute how it worked. Okay. Okay. So now, if you see here, the price open higher. Do you see price open higher? And this was the high, right? But then it closed on the bottom, right? It was a day candle. So day candle has so many 5 minutes candles. Like our market opens like 9 to 4. So you can say about 7 hours divided by 5 minutes. So it has like about so many candles in it, right? So so many candles come together and make only one day candle. Okay.
So this is the price fluctuation within this 5 minutes.
This is the day candle, and whenever you go deeper into this one, so that this is how the day look like. Entire day. This is the whole day. But if you want to summarize the whole day, you just go to the day, and you'll be able to get this picture. Okay, very basic. Just go to the Google like a YouTube and you'll be able to understand it easy. I don't want to spend more time on it, but this is why I'm spending time, because I want to show you something different, right? Now, always remember, whenever you see this wick, okay, whenever there is a wick, that means somebody is buying. If the wick is in the bottom, somebody is buying, and wick is on the top, somebody is selling. Okay, understood? Now, when we talked about the basic candle, the one candle we discussed was hammer. How does the hammer is? You have the body, which is smaller, and you have the wick. Okay. Now forget about the color. Where you need to remember how this candle is like where this candle comes, whether it comes on the top or whether it comes on the bottom. It is the most important thing. Okay. So now this is the hammer. When you see this is the, if you have the green body or the red body, this is the hammer. And like if the wick is on the top, is a inverted hammer. Okay. Got it so far? So far so good. Like even if they like a longer wick, doesn't matter. Smaller body, it works better. Okay. This wick can be on this side too. Okay. This becomes the hammer. This becomes the inverted hammer. Okay. So far so good. Okay.
So what's the difference?
So what did I say? If the wick is on the top, who is in the control? Now the question is, who is in the control of the market? Who is in the control?
Seller,
Yes, seller in the control. Now, if this one here, who is in the control?
buyer.
Buyers in the control, right? Now, we will see how this candle form on, if this hammer forms on the bottom is more powerful than in the midway. Okay, remember this part. Same for the inverted hammer. If this inverted hammer forms at the top, right? If this inverted hammer forms on the top, is more powerful than it forms on the bottom.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How would you know that the hammer that has just been formed is indeed in
Bottom
the
or no?
yeah, it's at the bottom or no.
Is whether I'm gonna come that too. So in order to go long or the short, like whether I want to go short or the long, you look for the next candle. Okay. If the next candle with the, it should be the, like if you're shorting, that means it should be the closing should be below this candle, below the closing of this candle. Okay. This is closing. And if this is the red candle, this should be the closing.
It doesn't matter if it is a green or red candle, but the close has
Closing.
Okay.
When it's the closing, that means closing will be the below this one. Whether it's a, this is like if it's a red, blue candle, like the green candle, the closing is here. Okay.
But when we are looking at the day candle,
You will see it.
yeah. So if the price opened at 91.86,
Yeah,
92 point something, and it closed at 985, or it opened at 85, let's say, and closed at 92, it's a green
Yeah.
candle.
yes, a
No?
green candle.
Yeah, so it is a green candle, and it's actually lower than.
It's not the lower. It's not lower. I said this is the closing.
Okay.
This is the closing. I will show you that in examples, and then you'll be able to understand it.
Okay, perfect.
That's why you need a second candle for the confirmation.
Perfect.
Whenever you see the small body, you need the confirmation. When I'm teaching those one, you remember the doji too. When you see the kind of doji, when I have the small body or the and the big width, it has to form on the top or the bottom to change the trend. Okay. Now let's go on the chart and see on the real scenario. Okay. Now let's go to the 5-minute channel. Okay. And who is on? I'm gonna mute it. Okay. Just ask the questions and unmute yourself, and then please mute. Okay. Okay. So now here, and I said, do not worry about the color. Okay. Do not worry about the colors. If you go deep into the colors, you will lose like a lot of opportunities. Okay. Now see here. I'm gonna focus on these 3 candles. Okay. One candle and this candle. Okay. Who is in the control here? The first candle. This candle. Can anybody tell me who is in the control?
Seller.
Seller are in the control. But are you gonna go short?
What does that mean?
Like whether gonna sell or no. Short means like you are selling. Long year means buying. Are you gonna go short?
Well, after the first candle, it's a doji. So it
No. Okay, doji, yeah, okay. Doji,
So logically, the sellers are in control, right? So it will make sense for a person to short, depending on the candle, just the
No,
candles.
no. But what you need is a confirmation.
Yeah. So
Okay.
how would you do that?
Okay, yeah. So look for the third candle. Did candle close below this doji?
No, it didn't.
It didn't, right?
Yeah.
So now look for the fourth candle. Did it close below that one? Which candle?
No.
Below?
So it's making higher lows. It's making higher lows, right? The closes are.
Guys, please,
Hey, Jigar, just mute everyone.
yeah, I'm just kind of muting everybody, but like somebody kind of sometimes they ask question. Like, please make sure, like, guys, when you have the background noises, somebody wait, like somebody making the noise, it kind of breaks the chain. Okay. So now, if you see here, you have to wait for the next candle. So this one, sellers have control, you know it. Now you are not going long as well. Why? Because the next candle hasn't gone. So this was the high or the low of the candle. Okay. This was the high and this was the low of the candle. Okay. You don't go short or a long until this one is broken. If you're a day trader, you don't want to go long or the short until that is broken. Why? Because you don't know whether this market gonna go up or down, because there is no confirmation, right? You can get the confirmations again, because if you see on your left, like on the charts left, not your left, here was a resistance, like a support area. So you never know the price gonna go up or down. At the same time, here was some resistance area, which is kind of preventing you to go short or long. Okay. This is, I'm talking about the day trading. Okay. So just bear me and ask the question if you have any questions so far. Right. So now, because you don't know, first thing, like it was a gap down because the closing was here, gap down. It took the support from the previous day low, which is very important, and is trying to break the low, but it didn't break it until here, which was about 10.50. Okay. When it break the 10.50, the low of that day, which was here, which was the low of the day with the big candle, you can go short because the low of the day is broken. What is support and resistance? I'm going to come on that one on the next slide. Let me just kind of show you how it forms. Okay. So when you go short here and your stop loss, you can put it on this trend line, because this was acted as a support earlier. So you go short and wait for your target to achieve, which will be like 1:2, supposed to be. Let's see what was the UL 1%, and you should be getting at least 1 to 2%. Okay, for the day. So
your risk to reward ratio was 1:2.
You should have the 1:2 risk or reward.
Okay.
So you got almost 1.5, but it didn't touch your stop loss. Okay. You could have got 1% too if you want to get out with the price action, like on the bottom.
So this according to this technique, the exit strategy is purely based on risk to reward ratio, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. But if you see here on the bottom, right, this is good bullish engulfing. That means trend is changing because it's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means like if you want to get out, you can get out here, because you will wait for the 5 minutes to close. Okay. Because you never know when it was forming. You never know whether it's going to be forming bullish engulfing or no. So you wait. So now if you in that way, you can get the risk reward of 0.74, that's 80 cents. Okay. And your risk was almost 44 cents, or like 146, 47. So you got 1:1. Okay. That was your risk ratio. Now let's look for the hammer. Okay. Look for the hammer. Okay. Here is the hammer.
Jigar,
Yeah.
when you say short, that means
you are selling.
Selling, right? So selling in advance or like a actual sorting or the one we already have,
People do short it by borrowing the stock,
right?
and people do buy put. If you don't want to do anything, buy put,
Okay, yeah.
right? If you don't have the sorting opportunities, buy put. And you should.
I'm sorry, I have a question. I'm very sorry. As you said that if you don't want to go, if somebody doesn't want to go short, he should buy the put option. But is it a good idea to use options for the purpose of trading in a daytime? Or
Oh,
day trading?
100% people make a lot of money with the options.
For doing day trading
Day
with
trading,
options.
yes. Oh, I have seen people making over $100,000 in a day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like 250K. I have seen the one person making on the day trading for
And
options.
that too with the minor change of like 40-50 cents, like you
No.
just showed.
When
Okay.
he goes big. He buys like 50 contracts, 100 contracts.
No. I'm not talking about the contracts. I'm talking about the price change or fluctuation.
But yeah, no, but usually the option volatilities and everything comes in the pictures. So your risk to reward is different in the options. You might be able to make like $100 to $200 just like that within like 10 minutes in the options. So option is completely different story. I don't want to get into the options as of now, because if I go into the options, the basic will be like lost. If you don't know options, do not try it. Just learn basic first, and then you move on to the options, because most of the time option buyers will lose the money. So if you don't know the trading, do not get into the options. Okay. So now let's go for the here. I'm gonna say this is hammer, right? Why this is hammer? Because if you see now, this is support, right? What does the support means? You were asking. Support is the area where buyers are present, okay, and the resistance is the area where the sellers are present. So this support area should have come from the left side. Okay, let's go on the left side for the chart. Left side of the chart. Let's see here. This is the 5-minute chart. That's why usually to find the support and resistance, you need to go for a 1 hour or day area, like those kind of area. Then only you can get the better support area. So this one is like a good resistance area. I would say here. If you see here, this was the good resistance area at the time, and it also acted resistance earlier in the past. Okay, and this one here as a good support area, we can term is and go for the 5 minutes.
I'm so sorry for support and resistance. What would be the better option, log or arithmetic chart?
Like which chart? Arithmetic? Like you mean line chart? You mean this one?
No. The logarithmic value chart or the arithmetic?
Long time frame. Yeah, longer the time frame, better the price, less noise. Okay.
For log, we are supposed to look at the logarithmic pattern of the chart, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you are a day traders, you look for the support and resistance on 1 hour time frame.
Perfect.
Okay, look at the 1 hour time frame, and then you'll get a better idea where is the support and where is the resistance, where you should trade, where you should not trade. Okay, so here if you see, this is like a 5-minute area, and if you see here, it found the support here. It like on that day, like on 29th of April, it fall, it kind of get the support here, and at the same time here, after some times, it made the bullish candle. And where it formed bullish, because it was on a bottom. Okay, what did I say? When it forms on the bottom, that's where it's most powerful. Okay, and then it took the support. Are you gonna buy on that same? No, you wait for the confirmation. What was the confirmation? You got it. You got the confirmation here, even though this was a doji. Okay, this is doji, but it gave closing above your previous candle. That means you go bullish. Even if you go bullish here, now you know that one, like there was a resistance area here, so your target should be only that much. Okay, so you would have got 1.40%, and your risk was from here to here about 50%. So it was almost 1:2 your risk to reward ratio. Does it make sense? Does it make sense?
I want to ask, like, what does this support and resistance means actually?
Okay.
What does it show? Like, the price, or it indicates like you have to put the stop loss at here at this point, or
Okay. So what does the support means? Okay. So in order to trade between me and you, either you have to sell or the buy. Same for me. Either you have to sell and buy. Then the one transaction is formed, right? So now when you are buying, if you're willing to buy at any price, like even if it's like a $1 or $5 or $10 difference, that means the price is going up because there are more buyers at the particular price point. When you feel that, okay, I want to sell it any cost, okay, so on this area, for an example, people want to sell on this part. That means it's worked as a resistance. What is resistance? It will stop for price to go up. What is support? It will stop to price falling further down. Okay. Let me I'll gonna start my video, and because I was able to explain this to my daughter pretty easy, so probably I will be able to. And she's 4 years old. She knows support and resistance better, right? So I'm gonna start my video and I'm gonna explain to you. So look this as a hand. This will act as your support. Okay, the price will not fall below this one, and then it will go up. When the price is going up, it will meet somewhere. This will act as a resistance. Okay, so the price will either stop here, off, and fell down. Once it falls down, it's called reversal. But if pass through, it will call as a breakout. Okay, and if this is the support and the price stops here, that means it's supporting the price. But if the price falls below, there's a breakdown on the lower side. Does it make sense or no? I'm gonna explain to that on the chart too. Okay.
yeah.
So the market, yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, you were discussing about something at doji, so I didn't get that point. Like you said, like this candle is doji, so we don't have confirmation. So what does that mean? Can you please come again on that?
Unmute. Okay. Okay. Now, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, say for an example, this is the area. Okay. And this is here. Okay. So the price is coming from here. So you will have the buyers here. Okay. Buyers here, and then they will push the price. They will buy the stock and the price goes up. But this one here are the sellers. So the price gonna go down. And then the buyer comes again, they're gonna shoot the price up. Then the seller gonna sell, the price comes down, right? And
Yep.
this is called a range bound. The price is like a not moving much. This is called a range bound, right? Now, so how you see how you take a trade? So for an example, there are 5,000 buyers here, okay? 5K. And there are 10K here. So 5,000 buyers, 10,000 sellers. So 5,000 buyers going to go for the war comes here. They are fighting, but they are very weak, okay? Because there are 10,000 people already over there. So they get defeated and come back. So these 5,000 people go again, get more 5,000 people. And now here, that 10,000 becomes like only 5K, right? Or there might be more. As long like the war goes in between these two, because there are sellers and the buyers, right? Always. So what they do is like, as long as somebody has to win the war, right? So once the 5K, like the people from the buyers conquer this, like a fort, like, Killa in Hindi, this area, once they conquer this area, this is their zone. Now for the future, this will act as their support for the future moves, because this is for the buyer's zone now. This is not the seller zones anymore. Okay. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So what can happen here? So price can comes down, go up, down, and then this is the breakout, right? When they so called the breakout, that means like there was a key area where the price went up the above level. If the breakdown, once the breakdown comes, it usually comes and takes this part, and then moves, then it goes to the up moves. This is where the buyer sides are. Okay. On the seller side, what happens is like the price comes down, comes back, and they have so many sellers coming in, then the price breaks down. So now this support zone will becomes your seller's zone. This will be your act as a resistance. So if the resistance can become your support and support can become your resistance. Does everybody get that one? Okay, let's go on the, if you are like on a technical part, let's me show.
Jigar, can you just, take a
Yeah.
real example and just explain the same concept? I mean, just
Okay.
to
Yeah.
relate.
Like pick a stock maybe. Yeah.
Okay, okay, you want, okay, so here, support and resistance definitions. I don't go by the definition. Support and resistance, what they do, these are the area. Support will help downtrend pause, and the resistance will do the pause the uptrend, like for a temporarily. Okay, support and the resistance can be identified by the chart using the trend lines and the moving average. Okay, which let's go to the chart now. Okay, this one I'm gonna share the chart. Okay, now when I say look for the like a day frame, that will be for the swing traders. If you are a day traders, look for the 4 hours first. Let's see 4 hours, and I'm gonna do the support and the resistance by using the horizontal line. So this is the horizontal line. Okay, this is horizontal. Let me change it to the yellow, to the red, so everybody can see. Do you see there's like a horizontal line? This is the axis. So this is a horizontal line. And when you see this kind of line, is a trend line. Okay. Whether it can be up, down, any way you want. Okay. You can move it. Horizontal will be like stuck. It will be like on a one way.
Okay.
It's like an axis. Okay. If you are a day trader, look for the 4 hours chart, then 1 hour, 15 minutes, and the 5 minutes. Okay. Remember that one. To remember these things, you can say who has the better experience, whether your grandpa, your father, or you. Life experience. I'm not talking about the work experience. Life experience. Who has the better experience? Grandpa,
Well,
father. Grandpa is the more experience. That means like a higher, right? So 4 hour is higher, 1 hour is medium, 15 minutes is you. So the father, like a grandfather, the father, which is an hour, 15 minutes will be like you. That's how you can remember this concept. Grandfather, father, and father, and yourself. Okay. Grandfather, father, and son. So in order to that one, to find the support and resistance or to look the trend, always follow that formula and you will be able to find it. Now let's see, let me draw the trend line. Okay. And for the support and resistance. What does the support means? Where the price stops to going further down. So here, can I draw this one? Does it price stopping here? Everybody? Right? So this is your support. Okay. Can I draw this line?
Just a quick question. So you can't draw a horizontal line here.
You can. Horizontal line will come too. Okay, it will come.
Okay.
Okay, it will come. You can draw whatever you want to draw. Okay. It's the technical analysis is more about subjective. It varies from person to person. The way I draw the line, you might not draw the same line. Okay, you will draw the line a little bit differently. Okay, true technical analysis will draw the line differently, even though they learn from the same person. Is very subjective how you see it. Okay, some people will ignore the week, some people won't ignore the week. Okay.
This one is the support line, right?
So the bottom one is the support line.
What about the upper one?
It will act as a resistance. Price, if the price coming down from that particular area, it is resistance. Price is going up from the particular area, that's your support.
But you took, I mean, the last 2 points as a the resistance point, but you met on the left side the support.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What's
So
that?
what I say, support can become your resistance. Resistance can become your support. It's a vice versa. This trend line can, so if the price falls, like say Monday, price falls here, this will act as a resistance. Okay. This will act as a resistance. Even though this is the support, it will act as a resistance. Okay. So
I have a question.
Yeah.
Looking at the price action of this chart, just the price action, it suggests that the market is about to change the trend. It has given the signal that it is going to change the primary trend or the intermediate trend at the second point where it made a higher low, right?
This one here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It made a higher low, right?
Yeah, higher low than this one, but this is 4 hours. Okay.
4 hours. Yeah, perfect.
This is
So
the 4
how
hour
would you confirm that the market indeed has changed the trend? Because I believe so. As you move the chart a little back, this type of action was there as well, where it made a higher low, but in the overall picture, it continued the downtrend.
Yeah. Okay. So now, in order to that one, for you, like, if are you talking about the day trade or the swing trade?
I'm just asking about if for example, the price action suggests that the market is changing trend. How would you confirm it?
Okay, so that will be the longer time frame. Just kind of give you an idea. The market not gonna go up like this. Okay, the trend is like this always. Okay, even if it's coming down, it will like come down like this way. This is uptrend. This is the downtrend. It always go with that range. When you go for the smaller time frame, because the price fluctuates up and down, so you will see even though the market is in the uptrend, as a day trader, it will come down for a while. Even for the couple of days, it can come down. The overall market trend, if you want to see, for this one, you need to go for the longer time frame. Okay. If you want to see overall trend. So
like 52 weeks low in 52 weeks up?
Yeah, no, I'm going on a monthly. Okay. This is the monthly chart. Now, if you see on a monthly, this candle, one candle represent 1 month. Okay. The entire candle is just for 1 month.
It's a week. No, it's a
week.
No,
this is, oh, sorry, week. Sorry. Did I? Okay. Yeah, this is month. Okay. Now, this is a monthly. So what do you see here? The price is going up, right? But what did it do? Is facing a resistance, right? Is facing a resistance here. Actually, here, because price actually didn't close it. Price didn't close above 126. But you can keep it here because it opened that price. 133. And if you see here, whatever you're seeing, this is your sellers. So whenever the price is gonna go up next time, it will this area will act as a good resistance area. This area as a resistance area in the future. Okay, so if you're a swing trading, you will see the price will react here. So now let's go for the weekly, smaller time frame. Okay, now if you see in the weekly, did it reacted? The price went up, but then it couldn't sustain and then it fell back. And then it's trying to go up, but it's not falling. It's not going up. Okay. Now look, go for the day trade, like a day time frame. Okay. Day time frame. And if you see here, price kind of facing a resistance, and that's why it went on a consolidation area. In order to move the price up, and coming to your question, I think is a Sudhir, it has to make this kind of trend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and higher highs. And now if you see here on the day trade, it's now started making lower highs and lower lows, right? So now if the price for a day trades, if it falls below if it falls below this level, that means there are chances it will fall further. And where they're gonna get support, you see here, they're gonna find some support on that area. Okay, why? Because price stopped here one time, price stopped earlier here, and then it gave the breakout here, and then it went up. So this will be your key area. But before that one, this is Billy. Billy can come and show the 1 or 2 area and probably sustain there.
I have a question. What will be the strategy here for taking a position in this particular security?
What your position? Whether you wanna just give me a minute. I'm gonna ask him. There is a. Can you somebody see in the group if somebody is need the key to get in, because there is some person is asking me that he need to get entry. Sorry.
There's nobody waiting.
Yeah, nobody's waiting here.
I don't see it. Yeah.
Somebody was asking for the permit, so I'm not sure. Like he's phoning me, so. Okay, somebody on the main group is asking. Go to group. Okay, so now somebody asked me a question. Can you elaborate how to confirm higher highs and higher lows or lower lows, right?
No,
I'm gonna come question like how to take the trade. Okay, first decide whether you wanna go long short term or the long term. Okay, so let me just show you the higher high and higher lows. If you see here, go to that line chart, make it very easy for you. Do you see the price going up, then coming back, going up, coming like slowly? When it comes down, like here, like I'm gonna show, elaborate more. When it goes up, it comes like lower, but it doesn't come lower to the previous high. The same way it goes up, it doesn't come to the previous high. Goes up, doesn't close below the previous high. Goes up, doesn't come to the previous high. Now goes up, came here below the previous high, right? So that might be your stop loss might have hit, but once it crossed the above here, you can go long. It might be just for a brief moment. Let's see. What does it say here? It might be just like long week. It was a big bullish engulfing kind of, which can happen because market was like so uptrend. Here was like a big change of market. Okay. Okay. Now, anybody have any concern so far about the higher highs and higher lows? On the higher highs, lower lows will be like a different. If you see here on the line chart, it should go like, it should like make like a trend like this. Okay, it should like have a pattern like this. There's a higher lows, like a lower lows and lower highs. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower high. Okay, then the previous is about the all last previous stuff. Okay, does it make sense or not?
Yeah, what is the significance actually of higher highs and lower lows?
That means like a market is like a downtrend. So when the market is falling like this, you don't want to go long. Long means like you don't want to buy the positions for the longer term.
Right.
Okay, when the market is on uptrend, you don't want to sell. You want to still keep on. If you are like a buyers, you want to keep into the positions. Okay.
Right.
So that's the only significant. That's how people like long-term investor. That's how they invest. They look, okay, this is an uptrend, or sometimes like they catch here. So before I go further, all the stocks has like 4 different levels. One will be the like consolidation. Big money are buying on a smaller time frame. They're buying in a bulk, but they are not letting the price go up. Okay, this is the smaller, the bigger investor. Then the price goes up. Okay, and after that price goes consolidation, and then it falls, and then is consolidated. This is how the market works. Okay. Does everybody understand? How does the market work? I have a doubt.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Now, this phase is a call as a consolidation, is a called accumulation phase. It can last for a months. Okay, it can last for a years too. Nobody knows. Once this break this like a range bound market, then once it gets the breakout. Usually, what happens when any patterns goes breakout, it will come and taste it, and then it shoots up. Okay, so either you can go here or here. Sometimes it doesn't give the chance to buy here, it just goes up, but it doesn't gonna go up like this on a one line. It will go on like a higher rise and higher lows. And then
Other than the the price range that it indicates the consolidation, how do we see this in conjunction with the volumes? Is there any relation that during consolidation the volumes go very low or something?
Yeah,
like
it will have a consistent volume. Okay, so let's see here. Let me see Billy. Okay, I don't know about how the Billy worked. Let me see Billy. Okay, this is Billy. Okay. Let's see the volume. Okay, and here, look at here. It was in a consolidation phase. Okay. Okay. Can you see a volume chart on the bottom?
Yes.
Okay. So, like so many times, like it kind of went up, but the price range was almost like this one. It was taking a support from the same price. It was hovering between like this is like a 21 and okay, let's make a little bit bigger. See here. If you see here, this was like a 13th of February 2019, and this is the 2nd of Jan. So you can see for the 1 year, price kind of went into the range bound. It wasn't going up, it wasn't going down much. Okay. Right? It was taking a support at the same area. If you see here, it took the support here, it took the support here, it took the support here. What does it mean is like, if you want to go long, this would be the area because it doesn't break the support. It hasn't broke the support. And every time if you see support, the candle was red. Okay, it was red here, it was here. And look this candle. What candle was that? Red, right? But is it bearish or bullish?
That sounds bullish, right? Because
That's a
the
bullish.
buyers are in control.
Even here, buyers are in control. Look here, buyers are coming in control, right? Even when you go down here, buyers are in control. Even though this was a bearish as per the color, but it wasn't bearish. Okay, let's see on the top. How does it the price fall? Okay, look here, the price was a big bearish candle, right? Price fell, let's see. And when it gave the breakout, what was the previous resistance? This was the previous resistance. What happened before it gave the breakout? Look at the volume. Okay, I'm just gonna hide this one.
So the previous resistance became the support.
Yes, it became the support and it came to taste it. See here, it came and tasted the previous support. Most of the time it comes and give an opportunity to go long at that point of time. Your stop loss would be like here.
Isn't
or here.
it the previous resistance, right? The resistance is the
Resistance.
one.
So resistance is your support. Support is your resistance.
Mhm.
Okay, it's like
Okay.
like a coin. Okay, it has a two side, one side and the other side, but is the key area that you need to remember. If you flip the coin, it will be support. If you flip the coin, it will be your resistance. And at the time, during this consolidation phase, if you see the volume, it wasn't that great. But when it gave the breakout, the volume was higher than the normal. Okay.
Jigar, there was a question like, so suppose when it breaks a resistance,
Yeah.
like how many candles would you wait to see that it is holding on to the resistance as a support, or is it again going down? Like how many candles would you see whether it's retaining that resistance?
Okay, so whenever this one, like say for an example, bullish candle, like say this one I'm talking. So if you see the bullish, the breakdown was like, what was the resistance? Let me see, kind of. This was the key area of the resistance. Okay. Now, during that time, if you see here, the candle kind of gave closing above the last big resistance. That means you can go long if it gives closing above the resistance. Okay, what you can do, you can put your stop loss here, the below the previous candle. That will be your stop loss.
But that will be how, like for which period we should be looking at, like a day or 4 hour?
This is daily.
Daily, okay.
Because this is for the swing trade.
Yeah.
Okay, if you, it's for the investment or the swing trade. And if you go look for the weekly candle.
Jigar, you were talking about the breakout trend. So where you said, I think you were about to complete that. So it broke that resistance and then it came back again and then it went up.
Yeah.
Can you just, from the same example? Yes, from here. If you
This
can
is
just
weekly. Okay.
follow through the
go
same.
daily. Yeah, let's go. Okay.
In conjunction with the volumes.
Okay. Okay, you wanna control, see how the volume worked?
Yes, the question, I mean, I just wanted to, for everyone, or that if after the consolidation, there's a trend of the price and the volume, when the breaks out happen and comes a break, and what is a trend, the price trend and the volume, so that, we can understand the point to enter and then it goes up.
Okay. So now if you see here, what did I say? Like most of the time, okay, it's not all the time. Most of the time, the price will come and test whether it's a support or the resistance, it will test again.
Okay.
Okay. Understood? So when the price went up here, it came and tested. And every time it tested, it wasn't giving closing below your entry level. What was your entry level? Okay. What was your entry level? This candle was your entry level. Okay. Let me just kind of. What was your entry level? This was your entry level because it gave the closing above the previous resistance. Closing is more important than the opening. Okay. Remember, if you're doing the day like a swing trading, closing is more important. So, and you kept your stop loss here. Anyways, you entered somewhere here or like even here, right? Next day. Who cares? Because this was giving closing. Even if you enter like a 2 o'clock in the afternoon, this candle would have formed almost. So you can get around 2 o'clock. So once you get into the candle, and if you see, the price came, but even that price didn't even given closing below this candle. Look here. The price came closer. But the big money, which was here, not gonna let the price go. Why they do this thing? Okay, why do those, like this was a trend line here, and they give the breakout, and there was another trend line here. Just gonna, this is the trend line, this is the breakout, perfect breakout. Why? Because they were gonna get rid of all, so like small hand. They're gonna get rid of the small, what you call the retailers, because retailer will think it, okay, you know what, this price is going down, let me get out, and then they get the cheaper share. Because what happens is here the one big fund came into the pictures. When the other big funds notice the price, they will try to buy here, and then some people will kind of try to buy here. So that way they are like trying to get into the market and buy the cheaper stock. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, or is it like a confusing, or you didn't get the answer?
No, it's okay. It's okay. So got it now. So here also there's one thing, even when it came down to test, even the volumes are higher than the usual.
Yes, the volumes are higher. Okay, volumes are still higher, right? And the thing is, like, when you are doing the swing trading, you want to hold it for like a couple of days or couple of weeks. Okay, you don't want to hold for a longer. Swing trade means like you are getting out within like 10 days or 15 days.
Yes.
Right?
This is clear.
Now,
I mean,
it's
okay to
clear,
me.
right? So now, and this was like act as a resistance, right? And even if you see here, your stop loss was almost here. When we kept the stop loss for the previous time, our stop loss was here, and it just tested on that stop loss. It didn't give the closing. When it gives the closing, then you get out from the trade. Closing is more important than the coming, because this is all about day trade, right? Price went from like how much? $24 to like $90 in a day. It's a day trade. Price can fluctuate, but the longer trend, you need to see by looking at the weekly time frame or the monthly time frame, if you're getting it. Because some stocks doesn't have the monthly. They are just like a new stock. So when I say the monthly, this is like a 1 month candle. Okay, this is like a 1 month. This is weekly, sorry, but this is like a weekly, a monthly. Okay, so you need to remember that thing, like which time frame you are using. Okay, anybody has any questions so far? No? Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. Now let's move on to the candle. Let me just say, I'm going to explain some candles and probably from that one. So this is the one candle, which is like a bigger candle. Okay. And this is the smaller candle. Now I'm going to change the color. I'm changing it to the green color. So when you have the like a small red candle followed by the big bullish candle, this is called a bullish engulfing. Okay, what is doing it? The bulls are taking the control of the bear. Okay, now if this candle was bigger, I'm gonna do it. Okay, now this will be your bearish engulfing, because bearish, like a bear, are taking control. This price like is inside this big candle, right? So this is the open, this is the open, this is the closing. This is the open, this is the closing, right? And this is the open. And
does that mean that when we see bearish engulfing, we run away?
No, don't run away. That means
or we have to be watchful for the support and
resistance.
be okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the bearish engulfing. And now say, because I'm trying to remind you how the stuff works. Okay. So now this is bullish, bearish, you understood. Now I'm going to talk about the what candle is the bullish harami. Okay, what does it bullish harami is a Japanese word for the pregnant lady. Okay, when you have the bearish candle and you have the bullish, like a small bullish candle inside the bullish candle, on this side. This is the like a day one, this is the day two. Okay, that means trend is changing. Okay, somebody is asking like a why closing is important, and the more you said the price will come down to the test the support. Yeah, Roshan, I will explain that one after this one. Okay. Okay. So so this is called a bullish harami. Why? Because there was a bearish candle and there is a small baby of bull coming into the bear. That's why it's a bullish harami. Harami is the bullish harami is the pregnant woman in the Japanese. Okay. However, if this candle comes on this side, can anybody say what could be the name of this one? Anybody guess? Very easy.
Bearish harami.
Bearish harami, right? So you found the difference, right? What is bullish harami, bearish harami? Now you don't have to like remember the name, right? You don't have to remember the name. But what I'm trying to say is like, so that means trend is changing. Okay, remember, trend will change it, and you need to see where it formed, whether it's forming on the top or the bottom. Okay, that's where you have to pay more attention. Now, say here, I'm gonna draw the doji. Okay, doji. So the price opened here, then the price went up, then the price went down, and the price closed here. Who is in control?
This represents indecision of the market, right?
Yeah, this is the indecision of the market. So nobody knows what's gonna happen. Okay, does all the doji is important?
But no, the candles that are important are at the resistance or the support area, right?
There you go. This is the very basic which you need to remember. Sometimes what happens, people forget about this basic. Always remember, support and the resistance are the area where the candlesticks are more important, not anywhere else. Okay, it has the least important. I'm not saying like it's not gonna give you like a up and down, but it's the least important. It becomes more important when it becomes the support area. If the doji or the bearish harami comes on the resistance area, so what do you mean by that? Now the sellers are going to take the control of the market because this is the resistance area.
Please come again, sir.
Sorry?
Please come again about this
Okay.
point.
Okay. Now, say for an example, this is the support area, right? Say this is the support area. This is the resistance area. Okay. And if this kind of candle, this is a bearish harami. Okay. Bearish harami and the doji forming at the resistance area. This is the resistance area. That means the price to go higher is very least chance. Very like there are minor chance the price can cross that barrier because bears are already taking control. They have all the support like a bear has a more sellers on that area. Okay, I will show you on the chart. Okay, now if you see, if this one is like a bearish, sorry, let's say on the chart, and then it will be easy to kind of figure it out. Okay, here. Now let's see on a 15 minutes chart, so we can find some stuff here. Okay, first let's do the resistance and support area on a 4-hourly chart. Anybody has a different stock. I don't want you to think like we can only do it on a one stock. We can do it on many stock. Tell me your stock of your area, like stock of your interest, and we'll do it. Don't tell me the penny stock, please.
Let's pick Okugen, OCGN.
OCGN?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is a pump and dump stock too, but let's see it. Because it's coming as a news, okay? So now, so if I'm seeing this chart, I haven't seen this chart. So this is very good chart. Why? I'm gonna show here. On the trend line, can I draw this trend line? This is the supporting. Is it taking a support here? Like everybody can agree that it's taking the support on this trend line, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
It's taking the support. Okay. Now, because this has so many weeks, so what I'll do, I'll make this as a supply zone or an area of interest or the buyer's zones or the no trading zone. You can name anything. Okay. Name is not important. How it works, that's very important. Okay. Now, so did I cover all the wicks here? Right? So did I cover the part? This is a zone. Okay. Now, can I do the same thing from here? That is taking a resistance on this area. Can I say? Can I say yes or no?
Yes, yes,
Right?
yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's taking
Yes.
a resistance. So everybody understood what is support, what is resistance.
Yeah.
Okay, right? Make it easier now. Now,
Yeah.
now, the thing is, the why I like this chart is this is triangle, right? The price is making higher highs and higher lows. Okay, that means it has to break this side or this side, right? Because this is in the channel, right? This has to break it. Either here, it can break here or it can break here, right? And somebody was asking me question about like how the price changes the closing and expect why closing is more important, right? Because here, if you see, every time, I'm gonna remove all those brush part. Every time it tried to give closing above the previous high, but it's failed to do so. So this area and this area is area of interest because this was the high. And if you see here, even on the previous side, I say like whatever happens on the right can be predicted from the left side. So if you see earlier too, it acted as a resistance, right? So there's same resistance. Whoever have bought here, because retailers who have bought here will try to get out from their positions, when they are breaking even. And that's why usually when the price do the breakout, it comes and test the trend line. Because sometimes the profit taking comes in, sometimes the shorter tries to comes in, so many reasons. But usually it goes up, breakout, and then the come. If this doesn't take the support from here, that means it's called a bear, like a bull trap, or the better. It was a trap. You can say as a trap because the price supposed to go up, but it didn't go and it fell. So it was a breakout failure. It was a trap. Anything you can name it. Okay. Now, so if anybody wants to go to the OCGN, when the price goes around $14 level, the current price is about $12.85. $14 level. If it gives the closing, okay, then you can go in. Okay, because that was a 4-hour chart. And if you see here, again, one more good pattern here. It's making a kind of cup and handle, or this is also making a head and shoulder. And I might see it as a head and shoulder, reverse head and shoulder. Somebody will say, no, it's a failure or something. Doesn't matter. For me, if I want to go in after $14, if this is closing after the $14, you go long. If you want to buy the put, you buy the put for the price of this one, like $80.75. So if you're buying a put, buy $18 put or $19 put or like $20 put, whatever the puts are available for at least a month, and you will see the good price, or at least 2 weeks. You're not going to lose much money. Is anybody having any issues so far?
So if you're buying the put, you're buying the put against the trend, right?
No, you're buying call. You're buying a call because you're thinking the price is gonna go up. If you're buying a put, that means you are thinking the price is gonna go down. Okay.
So would it be a good strategy to buy a very long duration of put because the next resistance
No,
is at
okay.
18.73?
Like a put won't help much for you. The reason being is there is a time decay and everything comes in the picture. So make sure you kind of account that things whenever you're buying put or a call, because time decay kicks in as soon as you start buying. If the price doesn't move it, your premium gonna go down.
What's the difference between put and call?
Call, you are bullish. Put, you are bearish.
Okay.
Now, somebody asking, on a bullish Harami, if Wick says buyer is in control, then what based stay and watch for resistance and support? What do we do if Wick says seller are in control? Could you elaborate on that topic? Okay, let me see. Do I found here? Okay. Now, say this one. Sudhir, I'm going to ask you the question. Now, in these two candles, who is in control?
I mean, in the green one, the sellers are definitely in control. In the next one, which is the red, it is indecisive because they both are almost equally same.
Yeah, but
the following one
Would this
is
make a
again
bearish?
going.
Can you say this one as a, like, if you want to say bearish Harami?
Yes, it is bearish, right?
Bearish Harami, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have gone short, like if you have bought put here,
Mhm.
right, which was like $10, and you see the price as a $6 here,
Mhm, mhm.
right? And again, it was a gap here, so it has to
Mhm,
come down.
mhm.
So
Yeah.
this was a perfect scenario for, you see, it just touched here, see, because
Mhm.
the gap
Yep,
works
yep.
as your support and the resistance,
Mhm, mhm.
right?
Got
So
it.
it has to come down. Once you see this pattern, I didn't see it though, right? Because I didn't pay attention to this one. It has to come down.
Mhm.
And after that one, if you see, every time this was the opening, like a opening, no candle was able to give closing above this, like a resistance. Like this acted as a good resistance here,
Got it.
right?
Mhm.
And if you see,
Mhm.
then the bearish, like that's what I say, like the whoever got the price, somebody got have price at $18, right? Many retailers. Now, when they see the price going up, they want to take a loss and get out because they're thinking, okay, at least let me get something what I'm getting. Okay. At the same time, like the short sellers do come in the pictures too, right? And then this is when you see this like a reverse inverter pad, reverse inverted hammer. That means like, yeah, the price is going down. See? Now, even if you see here, this is like a bearish Harami, but price went up next day, but it didn't sustain. It gave the closing actually below this one opening. Did you get what I'm trying to say? The price went up as well again, third day. But when this is the opening, okay? This is the opening and this is the closing, okay? This was the closing.
Yep.
So,
but because sellers were in better
yes,
control, they kind of pushed it down.
push it down because short sellers were here, even the sellers were here, even this area, right? This
Got
area,
it. Got it.
sellers were in control. So now when the next time price goes, buyers who have like bought it here, they will offload their positions somewhere here, and that happened here too.
Got it.
So so would you buy put at 10 or lower? So what do you mean by Namita for that one? Are you talking about the this scenario or here?
The last one.
So this one here, the price is $30 there, but Here,
Yeah.
if you see the price is in uptrend, why you wanna buy put? If you wanna buy put,
No, sorry. On the earlier one where it was
Earlier
18,
okay,
and it
here,
was, then you saw the bearish Harami.
yeah, yeah, you can buy the put, and the $5 one would have been perfect because it has a gap. That means like a chances of it to coming down is higher, right?
Okay.
Or if you even if you bought like a higher price put, it's okay, but like $5 put will be cheaper at the time, right?
Okay, so you buy put at the earlier support.
Yes, or the resistance, like earlier support for if you're buying put, yeah,
Yeah.
earlier support.
Thank you.
Okay. So always try to buy at the area of your interest, which is support, and try to sell it on the resistance. Try to come close. Any trend line, say for an example here, when I was saying about this one, what did I say? Buy above this trend line. Don't buy here. Okay. Even though you're gonna get like a expensive further, you won't be stuck for a longer time. Okay. You'll be get out
Stop
within like a
loss.
week.
Yeah, and stop loss will come at the support, right?
Yeah, stop loss just below the support, not at the support, just below the support. So if you are going long from here, so this will act as a good support area, right? So the stop loss, if you want to put it like, if you got it for like this is, yeah, if you got it here somewhere, you can put it your stop loss like a 1250 when you got it like a 1365. So at least like a $1 difference, which is okay, right? It's not bad.
But Jigar, one thing I was trying to understand is because the support and resistance for this scenario is converging, right? Would it be a further uptrend if we see more volume? It is likely to have more higher uptrend, right? Making
Yes.
higher highs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now if you see here, when it moves the price up, it will come down, but it will take a support here. If it doesn't take the support, that means is like it was a false breakout and you pay the price for that one, which is your stop loss.
Got it. Then the stop loss at 1250 will trigger and minimize our impact.
Yeah, because what happens like say some people, when they bought it like on 18, like say here, they didn't have the stop loss, right? So whoever bought it on 18, like many people have bought in like 18 thinking that it's gonna go up because it was showing the uptrend. Always keep your stop loss. If at least keep a mental stop loss. Okay, that will help you to minimize your loss. You won't be like down 50% or 60% or 80%, right? I have seen people buying Neo at 70, plug at like 65, those kind of range. Now they're like a 50% down. Why? Because stop loss, we always thought about like getting in. We don't know how to exit, right? Have you like story about the Abhimanyu, right? He knew how to get into the like Chakravyuh, but he didn't know how to get out. And that was the problem. He paid the price by giving his life. This is like a for Indian mythology, like a Hindu mythological story. But like the thing is like when you go into the war, you need to know your exit. If you don't know the exit, you will not be able to figure it, like you won't be able to make the money. You will be making a loss. Okay. There is a question from Mudassar Bhai. Bhaiji, yes, you can go for the daily if you know that is a trend is like uptrend or the downtrend. So for an example, probably on Monday I might will try my luck with the $15 or the $20 call for at least next 2 weeks. Why? Because it's gonna be cheaper, and the only thing which you're gonna lose will be your premium, which will be, I'm guessing, like about $25 to $30, maybe, I'm guessing. Okay, but if it makes up, yeah, it's gonna print good money because it will, your investment was like say for an example 50, and if you're making 100, there's 100% returns on your capital. Okay, does it make sense? Mudassar bhai? Does it make sense to you? Oh, anybody, any questions so far?
I have a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
How would you minimize your losses in options?
So minimize. So once you get out like a say what you call 50% down, get out from the options.
So our stop loss would be at 50% of the premium, right?
Yeah, depends. Say for an example, if you know that trend is like uptrend, right? And if you are like convinced that yeah, it is breaking a trend line, you can be in the trade. But I was talking to one of the senior member, and his style was like, if the trend doesn't go within 3-4 days, the way he plans, because he buys like 2 months, like a longer time period. If the trend doesn't move within like 4 or 5 days, he gets out. But if you're buying a weekly, if it doesn't go the way you think in 1 or 2 days, you get out, or you hold till the date it expires, worthless.
But Jigar, in case of this one, right? Wouldn't it make sense to buy some calls for 20 instead?
Yeah.
Because
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I'm on Monday, I will buy some calls for like $20 for this one.
Okay.
$15 or $20, whichever is the way.
Your strike price will be $20.
Yeah, 15, 20, because this is the resistance. See, once this guy moves, once this guy passes like $13, $14 range, it's gonna go to the $20. There is no stopping.
Wouldn't your profit be much higher if you had, let's say, bought the strike price at $13?
No, okay. So when you pay the $13, you might be paying a premium for $16. Say $50 for an example, and for $20, you will be paying say $5 or $10, right? So your risk is less. Your reward is like also less, but your risk is less as well. Depending.
To be more precise, for a 1250 call, it is 233. For $15 call, it's $1.62. And for a $20 call, it's 89 cents.
So 89, 233, and what was the last one?
1.62 for 15.
Okay, so if you see here, now you're paying $233, like $233 to get into the trade. So your risk you are taking is 233, where my risk is 89, right? Because of the implied volatility, if the price goes too fast up, this 233 might become $400, and 89 will become like 160, 170, right? So my risk is less, right? Again, it's better to buy close to the money. Like I completely agree with this one, but again, it's your how much risk you want to take, because you are not sure. Here, I'm not sure about this trend, whether this gonna go like a breakdown up or not, right? What happens if it breaks down? Your $233 will become zero like a couple of times.
Jigar, if you can use SMA or moving averages, you can't figure it out. How is it going?
It will. Let me show you, because I do use the moving averages. It's not like that I don't use it.
And plus adding the volume as well, I think maybe it will help, right?
Yeah, it will. But like the thing is, like when the stock wants to go up, it doesn't respect anything. Okay, just to kind of give you a heads up, like moving averages and everything is kind of lagging. Okay, everything is lagging. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna.
EMA is better than SMA, right?
The EMA is better. You can use it. So like this is on uptrend. Nobody denies that one, right? What I have it. Let me see. I have 4918. I don't need that 4918. 20, 50, and
200,
100 and 200. For just kind of give you an idea. Okay. I have 5. Okay. So I always keep smaller is a green. Then because it makes it easier for me to kind of remember. Red. This can be the purple, and this will be my black. So that's my style. You can change your color according to your need. Okay. I'm gonna close this too. Okay. So is taking a support. If moving average will work as your support too. So it's taking a support from the 20 EMA, and that's on a like here. Okay. Yeah. It took the support from the 100 on a daily time frame. Okay. and then it crossed the 20 and 50. Now it's taking a support here too, like from the 20. On the smaller time frame, it did take the support here, and it made, this is like a more of a golden crossover, where it's like a 20, 50, 120 coming in a line, 20, 50, 100, 200 coming in line.
Jigar, just one strange question. Okay, I couldn't find the answer for that one. Like for the candles, yes, we use the resistance and support.
Yeah.
Do we use the resistance support for this moving averages as well?
Yeah, moving average, it will work as a support and the resistance. It will. Okay. Now, so here, if you see, it was a kind of golden crossover. It's kind of going into the range bound. See here. It was in a range bound. And when it gave the breakout, it gave the breakout like over here too. I know that was a resistance. So now it's taking a support from the previous resistance as well, is going up. 20 moving average is helping. So the chances of this to go higher is very much higher, but there is no like nobody can say it will go higher. Okay, nobody can say that one, that yeah, it will go higher, but prediction is yes, because of the confirmations, right? What confirmation you are getting here? First, moving average is supporting you, the first confirmation. Second confirmation is your trend line. This is like a 4 hour. So it's making a good pattern, Pannett patterns. I'm going to share the pattern in the group like here now. So the chances of it to go higher, 78%. So here at least. Okay. So if it goes higher, you might be able to see the $23. Let me see, 23. Yeah, let me see. This is $5. So first will be like target will be $5 here. So the first target will be like here, which I said $8, $18. And if it crosses it, then the next stop will be like $23.
How did you calculate the second target?
So usually the high, this is the range from the low swing to the high, like to the trend line. This is like 70%. So what I did was like from here to the 70% up, 70% up. I was like 70 to 90%. So yeah, 74% here, because this was the move it gave, and then it consolidating. So usually you will get it price. So Mudassar by saying like 23 strike price for the next 1 month calls. Yeah, that's true, Mudassar by. Yeah, it can like give good price, and it will be cheaper, right? The longer time frame will be cheaper. So check it out. Probably call for the OCGN.
Absolutely.
OCGN will be like a 4 month, will be like a better bet for the call. I would prefer buying the option rather than buying the stocks, because you never know. These are like a pump and dump style, right? So you will see if this gives closing above $14 like reaches, you will see it flying to the moon. Okay.
Yeah, there are available on 21st of May, $20 to $50 and 60 cents only.
Wow. Right. So
that's
60 cents.
Really good one. Yeah.
That's a good one. So you are putting 60 cents, and after a month, probably it will become like within like 5 days or 7 days, it will be $200.
Maybe we can wait for 2 days, because this trend line, if you can check it out, it's gonna dip a little bit down. Once it goes down, we can get even a better price.
Yeah. So if the price goes up, it will always probably come or test it again. So as long as it's kind of gives the closing above the trend line, we can go in, because that's a confirmation that price gonna go up.
Yeah, I think maybe another 2 days.
Yeah.
If you can see that there's a red candle as well. Okay.
Probably like it will.
Bearish one, so it's gonna come down. The price will be even better.
Yeah. So if it comes down a little bit, like a little bit later, yeah, why not? Yeah. So that's why like it's a waiting game, probably. On a Monday, we'll see how the price reacts. Okay. And this is all price action, guys. Okay, right? What we did confirmation. The confirmation was just like, okay, we are taking a trend in the direction. The whatever you say is all price actions. We didn't check any RSI or anything. Okay, nothing. We haven't checked anything yet. We don't need to, because the price is saying everything to you, right? That yeah, I want to go up. If I break this one, I will go up. Right? Any questions so far?
What about Disney call, like a Disney call for 2023 Jigar?
So that's a long call, and that's you say like $230, right?
$270. That's what I'm hoping is gonna be there. The way it's moving.
Okay, let's see the Disney, everybody. Okay, but the strike price gonna be like very expensive. I'm not sure. So now if you see here, I was kind of doing something, so I broke the trend line and it came down. Yeah, baby came down. Yeah, see, the price action worked here. It taking a good support. So if you wanna get in, you can get in the right time. But the question is, it's making a lower highs. See, so it might come here too, one more time to test it, because it's facing a resistance here. So if you are like a really desperate, right, you can buy it, and then you have to buy again at 185. Oh, this is 4 hours, sorry. You have to look for daily. Yeah. So probably 179. That's a good idea. What does the EMA says? It's kind of, see, it's below the 50. It's kind of trying to it's getting a resistance from that area. Right? It's taking a resistance from the 20 and 50 EMA. Right? So, and it took kind of support from the 100 EMA. So the chances of it to come down is higher because it's gonna face resistance here. This area will be your resistance area. So if you wanna go buy longer, yeah, you can buy, because it's 220.23, it's like too far. So there won't be many time theta decay. And somebody, oh, Amin Hajani, yeah, what is 20, 50, 120 means in EMA? Yeah, that's the exponential moving average. Okay, we're gonna talk about that one like next time. But in a moving average is like when you average 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 divided by particular number. So for an example, 20 EMA. Let's say 20 EMA. 20 EMA means like they do the price like say 3, 4, 5, they total divided by 20. So that's an average. Okay, that's the simple moving average. When it comes to the exponential moving average, what they do is they give the less important to the first price, but they give the more preference to the later price. Say for an example, if you're going for 1 to 20, so the 20 number get the more preference or the weightage than the first price. Does it make answers to your questions, Amin?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, like if I don't ask the question, like if I don't respond, just please ask again, because sometimes it kind of miss, because like
Jigar, can you please tell me about these lines, these colorful lines which you draw, and having these 20, 50, 100, 200, what are these numbers?
Okay, so this is the moving average. So when you go to the indicators, look for the EMA. Okay, look for the EMA. EMA. Then you will see all these numbers. Okay, and then choose the one which you like it, because it's tried and errors. So this you get it. Like I'm gonna cancel this one out, and let me try Lazy Bear. He has so many indicators usually. Like let's say this one. Okay, so this is like a crossover kind of. So you always go to the setting and check it out. Usually this is like a 5. I don't like those kind of chart, so usually I don't follow them. Makes it kind of get it out. Look for the EMA. Which one? Second EMA. So like a triple moving average. Put it here. When you go in, always go to the chart. Let's say the style. This is like a 9 EMA. You don't need 9 EMA. You need a more other EMA. So cancel it out and move on to the different and try it what you want until you get it. Okay, so these moving averages are nothing but the price averages for the price for the particular time frame. When I say it 20, like here, this green is a 20 EMA versus on the daytime. So this is the price of 185 is the average of the last 20 price. But because this is the EMA, it has a more given more weightage to the later price, which is like a 15, 16, 17, 18, rather than the first, second, and third. That's how the EMA is calculated. You can go and check the formula. I don't give a care about those formula because it doesn't gonna help me here. You just need to know the basic how they do it. You don't need to know the how they do it.
And how about red and purple line?
Purple line is 100. So this is a date average for the 100 days, which is almost 3.5 months.
Right.
Okay. And this is the black is 200 EMA, which is the average of 200 days, which is almost 6.5 months.
So you said like average line is your support line?
It can work as a support and the resistance.
Yeah.
So if you see here, when this happened, this thing happened here, it was a golden crossover. Once the price went up after this one, and you can see even the price came here, it broke the 20 but took the support from 50. Right, then it's taking support from 20, taking a support from 20, 50, now it's below 50. So now the next support will be like 177. So this is like a no trading zone.
I have a question. So what will be what is the significance of this dynamic support and resistance formed by the EMAs? What would this hold in our decision making?
Okay.
What significance would?
So who moves the market?
Buyers and sellers?
No. But like, who are the buyers? Like me and you move the market?
No, as a whole, you need buyers and sellers here.
Yeah,
Investors.
Right? In like the big money.
Institutions, yeah.
Right, institutions, right? So do you think like if institutes, like if the Warren Buffett will go without doing his like fundamentals and everything, do you think it's gonna go without doing the fundamentals? No. Do you think like the Warren Buffett will go for a 1 day and will get out in like next day?
No, he's
3
going
days?
for
No.
for a
It's
long
gonna
time.
go. So now when the big money goes in, usually they don't let the price fall below their average price. Okay, because one like a big fund will go here, then the second will go here, and the third will go here, right? So whenever the big money comes in, they usually try for price to not to fall the certain levels. And this is on a daily. Let's go on a weekly. Look at this on weekly. It's taking a good support. See, it's taking a good support, and that's what I say, like 178 is a good support. Even if you go on a daily, the 178 was given by the 100. So this to fall for the Disney below 175, it will require tremendous amount of force, like a volume, to get it down. It won't get easily. If that comes down, you will see the 160 level, like what this level, yeah, 160 levels in a pretty soon, because it will take a time for them to kind of bring down. So this, once it breaks that down, 167, like 167, and this one, yeah, 160 will come. So if the price breaks this like 178 level, you will see 166, and this one 150, 160, you will get it.
Jigar, how do they, manipulate to keep the support at certain level?
So usually, like not only one hedge fund, there are many companies who are buying and selling, right? So one hedge fund will be like buying and selling. So they have the deep pocket. So if they are like investing like a higher price, they usually try to average it down, right? So this averaging, like when I say like this is 20 weeks moving average. So this is almost 20 weeks. So how many months? 6 months, right? Yeah, 6 months. So usually when the big money comes in, they usually don't like the price to go down because they want the investor retailers to get in. And if the price kind of stays like a consolidate in this area, that means the price will go down because now they're distributing to the retailers.
Okay.
Right? Because they don't want to, when they are getting into the big companies like a blue chips, they want to stay longer. They don't want to get out in like a 1 or 2 days unless like a Kathy who kind of gets out in like a week or two, right? Because this big money will usually, like some buyers will always be present during that, like this line. This is like a make or break area for a Disney. If we consolidate, expect a price to either go up or the down. If it goes up, the price, then you will see like a 30% return here. So which is here, say like this area, 30% here, 262 in no time. Like I would say time is like 3 months, 260 in a 3 months. If the price goes up the way it's supposed to go, can I make a decision? No, but this is your assumptions, how you can think the price should go. Okay, because in even here, if I move this on out, look at this trend line. Price is taking a support from that trend line too, and this is, you know, what is this one? This is a M pattern. So if the price falls, it's gonna fall down, and if it falls, you will see 18% down, which is here, which is gonna come here. So you will see that this one will act as a good resistance area. If the price fall now and kind of sustain, it will see the 150 area. Let's see. Yeah, and see this timeline is taking a support here. It's kind of testing. So if the price goes down, buy the put for the Disney. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Jigar.
Yeah, buy the put, because this
Buy
is
the put, or if you,
yeah, because the price action is saying, like, it's not me who's saying. Okay, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. So don't take it as a like advice. But if you see the price on a lower time frame, because you want to take an entry on the lower time frame. This is the lower time frame, right?
Yeah.
So this is the gap as well. Okay, this is gap.
But is my assumption said the price will go up because they are opening in July. So they will have a new fresh cash flow.
Yeah, this is the news in factor here. Okay, this is the news in factor. Like market is always forward looking, not the backward looking. Okay, so the news is always in factor. So that's why I say like this is the trend line. So if the trend line is broken upside, go up. Like your target will be like 190 and the 200, right? But the price, if the price falls, like falls, then your target will be like, because this is like a good area. 181 is a good area of support. If the price fell, this is the like gap too, right? On the like a time frame, this is a gap. Let's see on the hourly chart. What is this? See, yeah. If it falls on like Monday, you might see like 181 on this week. And if it goes up, you will see 191. Easy. And it will stop from there. Okay. It will stop from here. See? It will stop here. Yeah, it will stop here. So if you are like doing day trading, like for the put or call a put, you are saying, okay, the price is going up, but this is the resistance. If the price falls down, buy the put. If price going up, buy the 190 strike price, and you'll get it like within 2-3 days. Right? That's how you prepare your chart for the week.
Thank you.
Why the price is going down, in my view, because price coming from the top, making a price action, now it should go fall.
Oh,
that's how the pattern works, right? So this is a pattern.
Right.
7 EMA, 5 EMA is the at only trading view. Could you give equivalent into Yahoo Finance chart? Sudhir bhai, I don't know about the Yahoo Finance, what kind of EMA they have it, but they have the EMA, and I don't know how they use it. I never used the Yahoo. TradingView is much better software than any other software, because I just only use one. So maybe that's I'm kind of
Got it.
okay. So let me show you the charts. Okay, let me show you the chart if I have it.
So do all the features of TradingView are available on the free version?
Yeah, it's a free version. I'm using free version, brother. I am using free version. I'm not buying it. When it's you need.
Yeah, you can do that. I'm actually following him while he's doing on the
Okay.
trading view. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So-
This is how to do, right?
Yeah.
This is how you go. So
Because
now,
you're gonna share these charts, right?
yeah, I can share that chart in the. I
Okay,
think this was shared as well earlier. So look at this flag chart or the Pennant chart, right? This is the bearish pattern, right? The price has to go up. It goes up down like making higher highs and higher lows. And once it's the breakdowns, then then it's kind of gives the breakout. Okay, even here, if the price is moving up and coming down for a while, and then it goes up. Would you able to share your slide deck? Which one? I mean, PowerPoint. Okay, yeah. PowerPoint presentations you want. Okay. Yeah, we'll share it. Yeah, no worries. So this is like price goes up, take a side views and goes up. Do you need to remember all this like name? You don't need to. As long as you know how it works, you're fine. Okay. So now let's go back to the chart. Okay.
Jigar, based on what you're saying, all that matters is the support and resistance end of day.
Yes.
As long as how the chart talks between the support and resistance, that's all that matters.
That's what the price action is all about.
Mhm. If it breaks the resistance, then it finds and tests the resistance, and if it still finds an uptrend, then it's going to have a breakout further up.
Yes.
If it fails to preserve the resistance when it tests, then it's going to fall down to support. And if it couldn't hold the support, then it goes for next level support and etc.
You got it, brother. See, this is the basic of charting. This is very simple, but people go for the like different indicators. You know, indicators are just to help you. Okay, I'm not against the indicator, but I'm saying like they are just to help you. All the indicators are derivatives of this one, like a price. Okay, if you have a minute, can you take a look at the Tesla with the EMA? Tesla is baby for everybody. Everybody wants Tesla. Okay.
So Jigar, while you pull that, I had one more question, or maybe we can first look at Tesla and then we can come back.
Okay. See, I was calling to the other people. Okay. Now, what was the question for the Tesla? You tell me, and then I'll give the answer for the Tesla. You want to look at the EMA?
Yes, I want to look at the EMA and I want to see if it's a good place to buy some at this point.
Okay, what do you see? What do you see here? Okay, so when you see any trend line, I'm like not gonna give the like a how it gonna work, but like always look for the pattern.
Yes.
Okay. Always look for the pattern. Okay. Now, what kind of pattern do you see here? Do you remember the pattern?
A triangle?
No. Do you remember the pattern which I shared earlier?
It's a rising wedge, no? Or a pennant?
Yeah, pennant, but is falling pennant?
No, it's a rising pennant. It's bearish.
It's a bearish, yeah, it's a bearish. It's kind of coming from the top to bottom, right? So if Tesla has to fall, it will fall 18%. From where? From here. 18%, which is here. Like this is 20%. Let me say 18%.
I think it is very likely for it to fall 18%. Given the news, it couldn't impact the price.
Look, June. Okay. This is weekly. How many weeks has it has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's almost 2.5 months. Okay, this is the price action for 2.5 months. When you go daily, this is what you see in daily. So price gonna go up to the 786 and it came back. It will come back. If not, then it will go up. And if it goes up, this will be your resistance, 907.
Okay.
Right? How did I come to that conclusion? Always ask the bigger time frame. Ask your grandpa. Hey, grandpa, what do you want me to tell? What's gonna happen? Grandpa is saying, okay, it can fall. And ask the daily. Hey, daily, what you want to say? You say, okay, yeah, I'm going to I'm on a bottom. I can be a good price. I am making bullish engulfing. So the chances for me to go up for a couple of days is pretty high, but 786, I might stop. Okay, price is 786. You go, if the price goes 786, what will be the next stop for the price? Price is saying, okay, I can stop at 820, 800, I will stop. If I don't stop 800, I will stop at 900. If I don't stop 900, I'll go further up. And if I go up, I won't stop. Right? This is how you talk to the start.
I see.
What you want to say? Ask the chart. Right? And this is very basic, but people goes with the indicators and everything, and then it makes it more difficult to understand it. Right?
Correct.
Any questions so far?
No,
Yeah, and
thank
yeah,
you.
trend is
So,
your friend. Yes, Mudhar Sarbai, that's the right way. Yeah, trend is your friend.
I have a question. So you're bullish on Tesla?
I am like for next 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm bullish. I don't buy Tesla, but yeah, I do give call to the people. I
for
go
a short,
to Gus.
Okay, so for a short term, this is bullish, right?
Yeah, short term.
You're understanding. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, short term is bullish. Like, Mudhar Sarbai, are you on the group 1 for the? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Do you remember like what happened on that Thursday and Friday? Right. It has.
Yes.
It did follow. Like completely follow the EMA.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. See, on 100, it took the support on the 100.
Let me add, it spot your analysis was spot on.
Yeah, it's like, and because I say like if it falls, it will take a tremendous amount of force to fall below 67 because this is the trend line, right? And the price respect the trend line. Okay. If it doesn't
And you
respect
mentioned
that,
666 actually, and it just stuck there.
yeah, because look, this is the major, right? And if even on the way like weekly, I'm not sure it's a weekly, like a monthly, yeah. And this is the major trend line, right? It's a major. And on the 4 hour, when I said, look, this is on the 4 hours. I'm gonna move this EMA. And when it fell, I told in the group as well, like the Tesla is gonna fall because it's failing like a 4 hours trend line because this trend line wasn't there. I'm gonna move. When I predicted Tesla gonna fall, I drew this trend line. Right? Because the price was coming from the top, it was taking a resistance, and when it fell from 732, it fell like very good level, right? Here, like see, and it fell. And once it fell, this is on like a smaller time frame. Look at this one. Even if you're a day trader, right? Look, does it taking a support every time? Is making a higher highs. Okay, during that time, just for the confirmation, I'm not gonna use this one. I can still add one more. RSI. Let's see what the RSI was saying. Okay. Do you use RSI all the time? No. Just ask RSI what he wants to say. Okay. The price is here. And the RSI is here. Okay. Now, this one. And okay, this is, I'm just gonna see. This is RSI. Okay, yeah. 4 hours, sorry, an hourly time frame will give a better idea. I haven't like tried anything on RSI on the when I predicted, but I'm just trying to see if RSI was saying something, was giving a signal or anything. Just give me a minute. Okay.
But Jigar bhai, RSI is lagging actually.
Yeah, it's a lagging, but sometimes when you have the like a hidden divergence, you'll get the good
The
confirmation.
divergence, yes.
Yeah,
I
it's a
checked that
confirmation.
one on-
I just
Yes.
only about the confirmation. Okay, I'm not about buying or based on the RSI. No, it's just a confirmation. Okay, yeah, RSI is falling. It about to fall. Let me see on the bigger time. I don't follow RSI much as well. So if anybody wants to follow, they can by all means, they can do it. Okay, probably here. I'm just guessing. This is falling. Momentum is falling, and the price is going up. Okay. I'm gonna remove my trend line. Do you see this guy?
Yes. Now I can see, yes.
Right? It takes a time to find this divergence. Right?
Okay, you're checking on 4 hours. I never check that 4 hours.
Oh, that's why it's like if you're doing a day trade or the swing trade,
Yeah, day trade.
bigger the time frame, lesser the noise. Remember that
Yes,
part.
yes. 5 minutes is very easy actually. I do it like 1-2 minutes.
1 minute is like for a scalping. It's like a stupid. Trust me. And
I know it's
SOS is
a
kind
lot
of
of pressure as well, but yeah, I keep on checking it 1, 2, and 5. Okay, keep on constantly see which one is better.
but then it's like it will just make your heartbeats goes up and down.
True.
Nothing else. But like if you see here, the momentum was falling, but the price was going up. Right? That means it's about to fall. It's about to fall. Right?
Yes.
And when you go to the smaller time frame now, you won't find that divergence. You can find the divergence here, but it will take a time. Like it will kind of give you the okay, yeah, this is how the price reacted. Right? The is doing. And on the smaller time frame, let's see here. The price said, did he want to go up or not? Let's ask the price. Okay. Let's ask the price what it wants to do. We ask the price what he wants to do, and then price tell us. You talk to the price. Okay. Now this is on the smaller time frame. Okay. And if you see, do you see this one? Divergence again? Maybe it's a divergence. Yeah, kind, because the price is going down, the momentum is increasing. Okay. And after that one, not here, but after this one, if you see, it took the support at this level. And what happened? Price went up. The price is like momentum is falling. If we're gonna see here, like the price is falling, but momentum is going up. That means there are buyers coming in. Don't worry if you don't know this one, because it takes a time to kind of check how the momentum is doing. So this is RSI. RSI is nothing but the relative strength index. People think this is like a 30 and 70. If it's less than 20, it's like a oversold. If it's more than 80, it's overbought. This is like a very layman. Don't follow that things. Each RSI is different than the different stocks. For me, I usually look RSI when on a daily time frame to see the trend, whether is still has a strength or no. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna remove all this trend line. Okay, so now if you see here, this is on a daily, this is on a weekly. So if in order to follow the Tesla, okay, let's see about Tesla. I'm just checking. So this is the trend line. Is always taking a support at that level. Okay, let's go on the back. Is it taking a support? Kinda taking a support on this trend line. Okay, nobody will say this kind of stuff on the RSI. Okay, you can do this kind of stuff on RSI too. Make the trend line on the RSI. Right? If you see, and this is on a weekly, now go on a daily. So this will be your make or break. So now, if this is the one, sometime what happens, Tesla might go touch the RSI for a 60 and come back. Okay, if it crossed 60, that means like it's a very bullish. Okay, because in the past it has taken the support, right, Mudassar bhai?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right. So
And this is the first time I saw someone is using it actually.
So RSI, don't use it as of like for a strength. Use it like even here. Check it out. Every time RSI, let's see the price here.
I have to go back and find out my success stories and the failures, okay, and see, okay, if this falls in there as well.
So now
And
if
what
you
I
see,
missed out.
yeah, if you see here, RSI was 60 here. Okay, let's see here.
Yeah.
And what happened? Price fell. RSI tried to touch again 60. It fell. What happened? RSI went to the 60 this is on a daily, okay, and it price fell for a couple of days. Like this is very good for the day trading, right? Because 430 to the 407 in 3 days you are getting $30, right? What happened? RSI here, price fell.
Well, yeah.
Now when RSI was 60, crossed it, what happened? It was bullish. Didn't come back. Even though when it came back, I'm gonna show the smaller time frames so we can see. I haven't teach this one with any of the back, but we're gonna teach them later. See here.
This is the best thing you're learning here.
So this is RSI 60. It didn't given closing when price went up. When the RSI came on a 60, and this is the resistance too. Like, you can put the resistance, you can do whatever you want. The price, like say, okay, this is my resistance level. So when it goes, right, and this one, okay, it fell, now is failing. And after that one, you didn't see it coming down. It took the support on 27, but then it's kind of on a sideways. So you can assume, because this is on the past, you can assume if the price comes to the 60, chances of Tesla to come back again to the earth. Okay, this was your RSI, right? Anybody has a question so far? And this is very deep. If you don't know, don't worry about it. This is like only few people will understand who knows charting. I'm not sure how many people you are into the charting, but this is how you can look at the RSI. Don't look at the RSI as like, oh, it's overbought or oversold. Okay, don't look at that one.
You said you'll cover this one in the next lecture.
Like this is not for the next batch. I'm not gonna cover much on those one, because this is like a RSI is like all the indicators are there subject like as individual. It will take an hour for me to just explain this RSI. Okay.
But guys, what you can do is, you can go back and check it out, previous trades, okay, and see the trend over there. I think that's the best learning part for you. So next time, I think whenever Jigar will share, we will all understand.
So like, if you see when I make tukkas, right, all my tukkas are like based on solid, like a backing. I'm not just making tukkas just for the sake of making it. Okay, I'm just doing tukkas based on something what I see on the price. I talk to the price and figure it out, like, and I don't just say like a trend line or the resistance. I check moving average, I check Fibonacci, I check RSI when I need to. And then you come to the conclusion, yeah, this should be the result. Okay. And one more thing, when I was watching you, and the price will talk to you when you are like spending time. Say here, this one. On the chart, the RSI. Okay, I'm gonna take out all the RSIs and only will keeping only one. Like a
it's coming down.
Okay. So now see here on this RSI, just on the basis on RSI, see price is taking a support, it fell. So what is happening? It's gonna taste the level, and then it fall. It's not gonna fall directly. It will taste the line, which that's why 60 is very important for a day. Let's see on a weekly. Weekly is already broken, right? Weekly is already broken.
According to this, according to this concept, I was just checking NEO. NEO is supposed to be very bullish.
Let's see NEO.
On daily chart.
NEO, yeah. Let's say NEO. Okay. NEO is
on a daily chart.
Yeah, this is on a daily.
Okay. It's good. Yeah.
Okay, this is on a daily. Okay, now Neo is on a consolidation. Okay, let me say I'm gonna remove everything. Okay, because then it makes it easier for me to see. Now, again, what I do, I can do this trend line. Everybody agrees on the trend line? If you don't know trend line, let me know. We can, because we're not gonna cover trend line. Because I made the presentation just for me to know what's going on, but I'm not gonna use the presentation. If you need it, I'll send you the PDF because it's all about definition, which I don't know. Can you please share your tukas in all groups? Sorry, Namita, I'm not in the part of all the groups. And I do share on a couple of groups where I'm part of, but unfortunately, no, I'm not a part of all the groups. So I'm sorry, I cannot share it, but I will try to ask anybody to share it. Probably Syed might be able to share it with other people, right? So everybody agrees on this one, the trend line, okay? If anybody has a question, please ask me, okay? This is my trend line, okay? Sorry, this is my trend line, okay? Can I draw the another trend line if I want to? You can draw anything, okay? Just to kind of give you a heads up, okay? Now, look at the RSI. What the RSI is saying. Is it saying anything to us? Let me see, okay? I'm just gonna, because it takes a time to like observe what it's trying to say. Are you talking about the longer term or the smaller term? Like what gonna happen?
On a daily chart, for in my what I'm getting from it is that there's a divergence.
Where?
When you see in the consolidation when it made the first peak at around $50.
This one?
Yeah, at around $50. The RSI is around 45.
Wait. $50 is
the next one. The next one.
Here?
Yeah, right. Around here, 47. Yeah, 47.
Okay.
If you see the RSI and then you compare it with the next one, there's a divergence.
So the price is falling, but the momentum is increasing.
Yeah, so it represents bullishness, right?
Yeah, when it's a bullish divergence, right? However, not all the divergence gives a positive result, okay? Whether it's a bullish or the bearish divergence.
So for it to confirm, it has to break the upper trend line. There is the resistance trend line. Yeah.
Yes. And the second thing, the market has to be bullish. Okay. If the market is bullish and then you find the bullish divergence, it will work like a charm. Okay. But, and again, you are going for like a longer period. It should be like from here. Because you're taking like a longer, that's why you need to go for a weekly. And for a weekly, let me see how does this is like a falling and the price is falling too. So yeah, I don't think so it's like a, which will be termed as a divergence, but yeah, like, and as I said, like it varies from technical analyst to another technical analyst. So probably you might be seeing the divergence and I will not take it as a divergence for me, because I will focus on just on this support. I'm not going to pay more attention because this is more about confirmations for me. This is not about like going in. So if you want to like see here, like let's dissection this one. Every time it touched this part, either it found a support or the resistance, right? On the, so 45 is a good RSI for Neo, right? Because it's finding a support every time. See, do you see like it kind of coordinates? I just kind of see on one part, but it kind of helps on the previous like a days too, right? I just like did on one part and it follows. Now,
so shouldn't the resistance that at 45 would be support?
Yeah, but it's a like here it was a support, and here it acted as a resistance. So it went up and tested. It went up and now it came back to test it. Now, so the RSI for this to fall should be around, let me see here. Okay, here take and leave, like, you know, this will be like area. So about 62, 63 area. Okay, so once the price goes up, but by the time when the price goes up, it might be here. Okay. If the price breakdowns and either like a resistor, like the RSI supports, then you go bullish because you got the confirmation as well.
And additionally, EMA is also looks like converging the golden cross,
but
it's getting
like,
close to that.
Yeah.
Right.
So now when it comes to the, like, let's, everybody understood the RSI, how it works? Let me just close it out so it doesn't get confused. Okay. Now it's not in a golden crossover or anything. What NEO was doing, it was taking the support from 200 EMA every time. And on Friday, I said, yeah, it gonna, like, the 37 is a good buying price. Why 37 was a good buying price? Because it was, this wasn't formed by the time. Okay. Okay. Wait. So it wasn't formed at the time when I was seeing at the 37. I was seeing this one because it gave a false breakout, and I was seeing this line. I wasn't giving importance to this one, right? So at the time I kind of said, yeah, it should come at 37. So now if don't be like in a mindset that NEO is bullish or bearish. Have only three things can happen in the market. Okay. For either NEO goes up, NEO goes down, or it will stays in a sideways. Nothing can happen apart from these three options. Either it will go up, down, or it will go in a sideways. Okay. Now, for me, like if you are bullish, you just go down and up. Okay. If it goes down, you go short. If it goes up, you be bullish. Okay. Does it make sense or no? And when you are looking for let's say next week, if I want to take the target for the next week, okay, let's see this one. This will be my support, like my target, and this will be my next support, which is here, 34, and the next target before that one is here. Let's look for the smaller time frame. Does it helps? Yeah, it sure does help, right? This is my chart for the next week for the NEO. Okay, so NEO, if it might come back from here, yeah, which is like $41. You are buying put. Oh, Mudassar bhai, I bought call. Don't do that to me. But yeah, it might. It might. Okay, I bought it, but it might come to the 42 and then fall. Because
I made money last week on puts. Okay.
Yeah, it was there.
Everybody was going for the calls. Okay, so
yeah, and this is like it depends on individuals, right? The way they trade. This trading learning, this one is 33%. Risk management another 33%, and the trading psychology is another 33%, which is the most important 33%.
Yes.
So if you go here next week, you will see the 42 because is a bullish engulfing here on the 4 hour. Is taking a support from the 4 hours. You will get the $42, and after that the bull will put will start printing money. Okay, so don't buy just the put, Mudassar, buy like right away.
No, few days.
Yeah, buy it on like Monday when it does the 42.
Yeah, couple of days. Yes, when it will be high, then I'll go for it.
Yeah, then go for it, right? Because that's a good risk reward, because you will see the $38, like $37 for sure again.
Yes.
And if this 37 fall, you will see like 31, 32. Because like when I was doing this one, okay, because it was like a feeling like a triple, like a bottom, so it might come to the $34 too. Okay.
Yes.
$34 should be like a good support. If not, then the 31, and after that one is 29, and there is a gap here.
Then beda gark hai.
That beda gark hai. After 29, beda gark hai 20 seconds tak. Right? It will come. This gap has to be filled because there is no price here anywhere, right? So this price has to come even for like a 5 minutes. This gap has to be filled, no matter what. So as I said in the group, I think if it's taking the first route, it will be like if the price falls now, in a month, you will see the 22. If not, then 6 months. Because on the top, there is a resistance here too. This is like a good resistance area. Okay. This is good resistance area because price has kind of taken a good support. And again, now I'm gonna go to the patterns. Okay, like I'm gonna show the pattern. So if you see the price,
see this one and look at the pattern, you will find out. That's why I was saying
patterns. Yeah, okay.
Bearish.
Yeah, bearish. It's a bearish, right? But what I'm saying, like again, for the small, like a long term is bearish, but for a couple of days, it has to touch the trend line, right?
Absolutely.
It has to touch the trend line, right? So now let's see if I can share my chart. I don't want this chart. Okay, this is here. So anybody has any question, because this is very important. This is very basic. I'm not sure how good you are at the trading or how good your knowledge level is, but this is the most basic I can kind of go. Okay, can you see this trend, the pattern? Okay, now this one, yeah, this is the descending triangle or the symmetrical triangle. See here, guys, this descending triangle coming up, going up and down, and it doesn't have to back only 2 times. Okay, it can be like a couple of times, or here descending peaks, or like coming as like a major move, anything, or here like a descending triangle or the symmetrical triangle. It can come on any time, any way, but it will come. So let's see on a NEO again.
It's making symmetrical, yeah.
Right? Does it make a sense? The chart and the pattern came from the top, making a going in the range, and then beta gurk. If it beta gurk means like a down, you can expect 26%, which is almost here, which is 35%, right? So it's possible. No, like it's a very possibilities here. Very possible.
Mr. Jigar, can you please try SOS?
SOS, this will be the last talk, probably. I don't know what the time now. I think it's done.
I think we already crossed the time. Okay.
Holy. That's what happens. Yeah.
I think
this is done.
You need to give him some break. Okay?
Yeah, this is like nice, like 7 hours talking constantly. So now for the sauce. Okay. And again, this is based on the Bitcoin. So we don't know, but it looks like a downtrend. The pressure, you're going to get the support of the pressure. Like support is $2.74 for the up. And again, this is like a very basic. I haven't gone deep into it.
Yeah.
But it might happen. Let's see on the weekly chart. It doesn't say anything. Yeah, weekly chart is also kind of showing kind of down. You never know what the price gonna look like. Because if the Bitcoin goes up and then some pump and dump comes, nobody will give the support or the resistance. It will just go up. But it already broke the trend line. It's like here, come down and then come down again. That's how usually the price works.
Yeah.
It might go 275, okay, or it might touch 825. Anything can happen. For me, like I would be like not when it comes to the penny stock. I stopped doing the analysis because it doesn't give like care. It doesn't give a care about what you give, what your analysis is, because this might act as a good support too, right? You never know.
Jigar, can I add something maybe?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
This is a momentum stock, okay? So
yeah,
going up to the same level is usually very likelihood is very low, right?
Yeah, like usually like when it comes to like a what you call those kind of pump and dump kind of stock, usually it follows the news. If the Bitcoins goes like 100,000, it might just fly because people are sentiment about it. Oh yeah, Bitcoin is flying.
Yeah, it's only running on on the people sentiments.
Yeah,
this one
it's
keep
sentiment.
on.
There is no fundamental or anything, right?
No.
Yeah, it has a good support as like a $3 or $4. Yes, it's kind of been taking good support. If it has to go up, this is the place. Otherwise, 275 can come like next week or two. Easy. And if it goes up, 555 will be your next stop.
Right. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Anybody has any questions so far?
Jigar, one question. I think it's not related to charting. It's about your, from your experience, when you do the swing trade here, what kind of script you pick and choose? You go for the blue chip, or you go for, the penny stock as well? What is your, personal thought?
Yeah, my personal thought is say, like for an example, like say PLT, like Twitter, right? So I go like those kind of stuff because I do remember, if you can search in the groups, I found those pattern. I found it and I found that gap. And I bought the put like continuously 3 days. And I kind of made good. Now see here also, this pattern was like here. If you see this pattern, see here, the price went up, it took the consolidation and then fall. And it fall beautifully. When the result came, it fell beautifully because nobody knew what gonna happen because of the result. And it took 1 week or like 7 days to be in this kind of range. It was in the range. So when you have the range bound, expect a movement like a sharp movement. And it took the support exactly at this point, right? This acted as a good support here. Or like this is like a zone, not a support actually. This is a zone because it kind of too much consolidation at the price. So if Twitter falls again like this after $53, it has to come back like this area. Okay, why? I will say and like kind of explain what my thoughts are. So here, if you see, it was a gap up, and then it gapped down, and it took the bullish candle to break that gap. That means it's a good support and resistance, right? It was a resistance. Now it acted as a support. It broke down. It took a lot of points, like a lot of power to break it. So now, if the Twitter fails 48, you will see next week. Yeah, Mudasaba, you can buy the puts after it gives opening below 53, like at the end of the Monday. If the price around 2 o'clock or around 53, less than $53, buy the put. It will print next day $48. But if the price sustain at that level, you will see 60 and 64 in no time. Nobody knows what's going to happen next week. Okay, so buy those kind of company. When you go look for the big companies, you will get the option for these companies will be around $2 to $3, and the risk reward ratio is good. Okay, so look for the, like
when you see these trends, do you also look at the indexes as well, S&P 500, or
when with this one you can look at the S&P. What happens? If the S&P is up, the stock will go sideways. It won't fall. It will go sideways. But once the S&P falls, it will go drastically. I think SPY fall like a too much on the next day, right? What was the SPY was saying? On Friday, SPY was kind of negative, right?
Yes, it's moving around. I think 16 to 18 or 20 maybe. 4-1.
Okay, let me see. This is number. Let me see what that. Can you see the SPY chart here or no? Can you see the SPY chart or no?
Refresh.
Okay, yeah. Now you can see it, right? So if you see here, that this is SPY. This is follows the S&P, right? So the SPY was here sideways too, and the Twitter was the sideways too. But what happened when the SPY fall on the next day? The Twitter fall like almost 15%, and again that was because of the reason, because of the earnings, right? But
Yes. Yes.
people knew, the big money should have known about this one. That's why they are not buying. They would have sold it here, the big money. They have the insiders, right? If you see here now, because like this is like a more of a like a bearish candle, right? Like a bearish engulfing kind of on that day, bearish engulfing on the next day. So if we have found the trend earlier, we could have bought the put, and you would have made good money, because from 72 to the 55, even you have to about $70 one for the 2 weeks, it would one call or one put would have given you $2,000 for sure. But again, every time you have to check this one. Did I found it? I did not. Okay, so this is how you can do the analysis. So if you have any questions or concerns, please ask me.
So about the Tesla, I think the price rise because of the S&P index did the rebalancing.
Yeah, but when I saw that the levels, I didn't know it was because of this level.
Yeah, no, you don't know. Yeah, the document came later. Yes. Your
right
analysis was perfect. Okay.
No, I'm not talking about like analysis. What I'm saying, like, big people knows what's going to happen.
But you figured out from the trend as well.
Yeah,
They were knowing it although beforehand. Okay, but the trend was perfect.
Because like big monies knows what's going on, so they start buying before the news comes out.
Yes.
Right? So people like getting offloading here, like this kind here. They were offloading. Why? Because they must have got the news that okay, the news for the Twitter is not going to be good. Right?
Can you hear me, Jigar?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I just wanted to know, because I have to leave.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. You'll get the recording. So many people are recording anyway. So yeah, ask in the group and somebody will send you the recording.
Okay, sorry. Just wanted to confirm. Thank you so much. Take care.
No problem.
Enjoy your evening, everyone. Bye.
You too. Jigar, just to confirm, we could see that for Twitter, right, from Feb 8th or Feb 12th onwards, that has been the new resistance. You see that? The Feb 12th onwards.
Okay, this one here.
Yeah, you see that has existed as a new resistance for a while.
This one. You're talking about
the
this one?
next candle. Yeah, that set of
16
candles.
February. This is the 16th February.
Yeah. So if we see that has acted as a resistance, so the moment it hit that, that zone, it started trending down. And maybe, as you said, the big money might have.
Yeah. So now again, if you see, like, two things kind of fulfill our criteria, right? One thing, you got the bullish engulfing at the close to the resistance area. This gives the confirmation that you can go short, because it gives an idea that the trend is changing. Okay. And if you see, this one is a resistance, like a support area. So you see these candles formed on the support area. That means you can go long. Even here, see, right? It took the support from the same place. And even here too, like, you know, this is for the swing traders. This is all about swing trading. Okay, I'm not talking about the like a long term. If you have like found this trend, like, you know, 67, and it went to all together $71 in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. So you need to buy at least 2 weeks or 3 weeks timeline. Like for the options, you need to buy at least 3 weeks to work as a charm for your put to get printing. Even here, see, now see, so many things you can see. Doji was there, support, like the trend was changing. It was on a, like, what you call, it was also going on a like a range. so many confirmation and nobody picked that up. That so every time you have to follow like say 10-15 chart and just have a look into it. It will take only couple of minutes for you once you kind of habit, and then you can take a good trade.
Got it. Jigar, one more thing to add. How to read when it's accumulating, when it's distributing.
Draw this box.
Okay. So
When
basically, if
when
we
the
start
price is in
seeing
the range, when the price comes in the like same range, it's not making like lower high, lower lows. That means it's a range bound. That's where the something gonna happen. Let's see. Anything happen here? Okay. Yeah. Say it was acting as a support here. Yeah. So see here, it was support acting as a support, and then it kind of range bound. There's no range bound here yet. So I'm not able to see yet. Probably. Let's go on a monthly. Then probably I'd be able to see it. Yeah. See, it
So
makes it easier.
looks like that you don't use volume at all.
No, why you need a volume?
I mean that's my perception, because at least when like the trend that you just said where it is consolidation.
Yeah.
So if the volume are increasing or decreasing, at least it can give an idea of what can be the upcoming trend.
So you just don't focus on the volume right away. You just get the volume as a confirmation. Say like this is for a monthly, right? And I'm going on a volume now. If you see here, the volume was decreasing, but when it broke it went up. It gave the false breakout, right? It gave the false breakout. But once it went up, volume is increasing every time. Let's go to the weekly and let's go to the daily. Then you will be able to figure it out. Let's see the volume. Because volume is nothing between it's a like, if you sell one and I buy one, so it's a volume of 2.
Usually, when the institution comes in, they don't buy in small volumes, so
yeah,
that's
they don't buy. So that's why you don't see. You will see peak here and there. You won't see the large peak. Once this break out, then that's when you see the big peak. Okay.
And okay, for example, the couple of the few high volumes.
Yeah.
What's the usual indication? The next few days when they make that high buy. Next day it falls, or next day it coming. If we have a bullish buying, for example this one, any one of the bigger volume,
okay,
what's the usual behavior for the next following days? Will it continue to grow?
What do you see here?
It's usually come down.
Yeah, so where it comes down, the usual support or the resistance area.
So okay, is it a planned move from those people, or
Yes, yeah, it's kind of most of the time they want the smaller like retailers to get out and sell on the cheap. That's how the psychology works.
Okay.
Now, Fahad bhai, can you do one favor to me? Can you check those one and save it on the groups, and I'll give you the feedback. And same for the So what we can do is like you put it on, so everybody give their input. That will be like your homework, because if you don't do anything when you go back, it's not going to help. Does it make sense, Fahad bhai?
Yes, I think we can let go Jigar. Okay,
yeah.
He spent a lot of time here.
So
just one last thing.
Okay.
Jigar, I want to ask, like, do you have any basic book which is like which describe all these charts and explanation, or any videos or anything, so we can go back and read or
follow the Rainer on YouTube. It's a good one. And
YouTube?
Sorry?
Right on the YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. And once you follow, it will be easier. And look for the Vivek Bajaj. Is it Vivek Bajaj?
Vivek Bajaj.
Yeah, Vivek Bajaj. He's from India, and he's starting a training to the one of the her class, or like the office worker, and he's gonna take 50 lessons Each lesson is about like 30 to 40 minutes. He's on 20 to 25.
Do you spell both names?
Rainer is R-Y-N-E-R. Rainer.
Okay.
Why?
N-E-R.
Okay.
And the Vivek is V-I-V-A-K, V-I-V-E-K. He's in Hindi, okay? He's not in English. And I think his name is Bajaj. Vivek Bajaj. Let me see if I can
No
find
problem. Bajaj is familiar.
it. No. Is it the same person? Because
Okay.
Rainer.
Yeah, Vivek Bajaj. Yeah, follow the Vivek Bajaj and the Rainer Rio on a YouTube.
Tio, right?
T-I-O.
Rainer Tio.
Okay. And Jigar, could you please tell us about your channel, like Logical Stock? What is that like promoting?
So I'm not promoting. I just put one video for about 3 hours because I was taking a lecture for another stuff. So I put it. But I'm thinking to do the analysis what I did for the couple of stocks and probably put it down on the channels. So you will see, and I will share the link in the groups so everybody can benefit. And but again, don't follow me, don't follow anybody, only follow the price because that's the God in the market. In Gujarati, they say like Bhav Bhagwan hai. That means like price is the God. Okay. So rest of the things in the market is zero. Only the price is like a real, nothing else. So keep that in mind because price action is the ultimate go things you need to learn. If you follow
And
the
is there any
MACD
book?
or anything, no.
Yeah. Is there any book do you recommend?
There are many, but I usually like haven't read like many books. I usually watch videos. I follow so many guys, and once you start following like couple of guys, the YouTube is so nice to give you the recommendation, and you go if you like the strategy, if you like the way they are teaching you, it's nice. Go for it. If you don't like it, Google, YouTube gonna give you the another recommendation anyways.
Which other guys you follow?
There is Anish Singh. I follow Vivek Bajaj. There is Mal Khan. There is who else follow? NK. I follow. There is which one? You can follow RK Trading. Once you start it, like it go and it will come on your automatically. Sometimes like I do follow them, like, but I don't watch their video. I don't subscribe to their channels. I just kind of, if the video comes, I follow. But sometimes if I want to go deep, I go to the their playlist and check it out.
Okay.
Like, okay, what kind of video they have? Whether like earlier, I used to watch kind of very basic. I don't watch any more basics because my basic is more clear what I need to be doing. And now when I'm teaching you, at the same time I'm learning because some of the stuff which I say like for RSI, I never planned that one. I never looked that deep into and how I can do it. So once you start practicing, it will kind of gives you an idea.
Nice.
Okay. And like so I just only know the tip, like not even tip, I just drop, not even a full drop, like a micromillimeter in the oceans. Okay. There is big oceans there to learn, so it will take a time.
Thank you, Jigar.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Jigar. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good
Thank
day.
you,
Good
Jigar.
night.
This is awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jigar.
Thanks.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.